Good morning, everyone, or unless it's afternoon for everyone. This is Crystal 90% Glitchless by RinchanDX. I am Sutalu, and I am also joined by...
Hello, I'm Amoeba.
It is not morning over there for you.
It is not. It is approaching evening. But I'm excited for this run. I'm excited to see... I'll be honest, I haven't watched Crystal run in a while, so I'm excited to see what I need to catch up on.
I'm definitely excited, since when I was researching this run, it turns out that the Japanese run of this is very, very different from the English run.
Well, the thing I'm going to need to struggle to do here is try and learn what the Japanese names look like. That's going to be my difficulty. But you're a resident Crystal runner. I am putting my faith in you that you know what we're doing here.
I know somewhat what we're doing, and at least well enough. And that's all you need.
I like Rinchan's webcam. There's 3 copies of Crystal and a hand. Let's go.
I wish I had those 3 copies of Crystal. I have 1 copy right here, so...
I don't own any. I've literally never owned a copy of Crystal. I didn't know this game existed as a kid. I thought it was like a fake hack.
My word. So I saw that Rinchan had done an LID there, it looks like. They do an LID manip at the... This is the same with English as well. They do an LID manip, or lottery ID manip, where they're trying to manipulate the lottery number so that they can win a Master Ball, and it's supposed to match Kenya's trainer ID. So if you saw that beginning bit where they had like the trainer card up, I am almost certain that was LID manip.
How does he know if he's got it right?
All you have to do is... No, you have to just check the trainer ID. So all you have to do is, if you know what trainer ID you're supposed to hit, because that'll, like, each trainer ID has the lottery ID, a number on it as well. So long as you know that, you should be fine. And if you're wondering, well, okay, how do you do the run without saving the game and stuff like that? And in Crystal, so long as you did the lottery ID at least once, like after the save data has already been cleared and stuff, that lottery ID will carry over to any new save file after that. So that's why you reset the game after you do the lottery ID manip. That's why it's not actually part of the run, or the at least the RTA part. So here, Rinchan is going to grab a Totodile. Totodile is going to be the main for a little bit until he switches to a different mon later on.
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it.
So this is RNG minute for the Totodile stats and nature. I don't know. Is it not?
Nope.
You're not RNG manipulate? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You can't, because RNG manipulation is extremely difficult to find in Gen 2. There is a lot of layers to it. So what Rinchan is doing here is he's saving, and then he's gonna check the stats, and if it's not runnable, he's gonna...
I live in the modern world of PSR. I didn't know games existed where we still checked stats, okay? I just went autopilot. It has to be an RNG minute, because everything's RNG minute. So that was the checking of the ID, I'm guessing, to see that that was right.
I think that's okay. 12 is fine.
Manipulous, not quite.
Sizzle knows. Yeah. So, I'm assuming this was runnable. I mean, the stats looked pretty okay, from what I know. So now he's going to go through the game normally. Oh, nice RNG manip of no encounters in the first patch of grass.
So is this something that would be RNG manipped in the English run?
Yes.
I feel like it is, yeah.
Yes. So the English run has 6 different paths, by the way, of this route. You have 3 for the first pass, which goes all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house, and then you have another 3 for the second pass, for when you go all the way to the first trainer that you fight, which I think is Youngster Mikey? I could be wrong. Might be no, it's youngster Joey. It's the Rattata guy. You should have known. But there is no RNG manipulation here for Green. He's gonna pick up a berry.
Yeah, this is interesting. I suppose it's not going to be very long before he swaps away from Totodile anyway, so...
Yeah.
I'm really just trying to dig a hole for the fact that I claimed it was RNG manip and he was just saving for safety, so... do my best to be like, I totally know what I'm on about.
Up another berry.
There's a lot of safety berries in this one.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure which berry that is. So, I believe that Rinchan is playing on console. Pixels look a little bit blurry, a little too blurry for emulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Totodile stream cam going, so it's the 3 copies of Crystal.
I'm curious if we're going to get a plushie for every Pokemon he catches. We're going to add a new one into the camera. That'd be so funny.
Oh, that'd be so funny, yeah. No, the game feed doesn't look bad. But like, emulator, it's just almost, you know, perfect.
It's like crystal clear.
Hey, just like Crystal.
Haha! I want to pretend that I made that pun on purpose.
Don't worry, I got you into it, so it's fine. So here, Rin is picking up a potion. This is very, very good item to have early on. Any sort of healing item is good.
I'm going to need some HM friends at some point as well, aren't we? But that's Pokeballs you don't get until after you back to Elm. But I think there's...
What HM friends? What HM friends?
You're going to get a bird for flying at some point, surely.
Just get Kenya.
Ah. Man, it would help if I knew anything about this run. Man, it's a good job you're here.
Don't worry, I studied the run, so you're good. No, but so unlike other games, other Pokemon speedruns, you don't actually catch any new Pokemon, but you do obtain some gift Pokemon, and you do use those for HMs instead. Which is quite handy.
What HMs do you actually need in this then? So Fly is useful, obviously you need...
Fly, Strength...
Surf, Strength...
Cut...
Waterfall?
Huh?
Do you need Waterfall? You do,
yeah, you do need Waterfall. You also need Whirlpool.
Ooh.
Surf as well. I think we already said that though.
Hmm.
I don't think you need Rock Smash. Yeah, I think it's just Cut, Strength, Surf, Whirlpool, Waterfall, and Fly, obviously. Yeah, those are the only ones. So, we got our first rival fight. Rin also decided to... He made sure to kill a couple of wild Pokemon to level up into level 6, because here he wants to hit level 7 for a move called Rage. Rage is really good, because if you get hit after using that move, your Rage builds, which will make it hit for more the next turn. It's a really, really early game move. Since this is not a Manip Totodile, it's really good to have that move, like, early on. There's Rage.
Yeah, it's slightly less broken in this gen compared to Gen 1.
I actually have no idea how it works in Gen 1.
So if you use Rage on a turn, it will use 1 PP and use Rage, and then you are locked into Rage for the rest of the fight, regardless of what happens. And it just auto-selects Rage every time for you.
Sounds like a rollout.
I think it has some real Gen 1 jank, where if you miss one, then the odds of hitting the next ones afterwards are like 1 in 256. There's just something really awfully jank about it.
Yeah, using rage will save like half a turn each time since you're doing more damage for each one. You know, just keeps building up. It's kind of like it's almost like getting a bunch of tiny time save that's added up into one big one. So, but it's always good to have a move that will just hit for more damage early on, especially since all you have is Scratch and Leer. So good luck using those. You don't even get Water Gun until level 13, which is really bad for a certain spinner that we'll see probably in about 20 minutes here, I'm sure.
Safety safe for that spinner, please.
Anthony sucks. So that's the catching tutorial. That guy prompts for if you want to catch some Pokemon, and you could say no. You don't have to watch it. Kind of funny, because, like, they didn't force you to...
No, it just became night.
Yeah, it just became night. They didn't force you into catching a Pokemon for, or watch the catch tutorial in Red and Blue, but then they did in Yellow, and then they did again in Gen 2, so I don't know. And they did it again in Gen 3. This is a speedrun, yes.
Yeah, for anybody not aware of what this setup is, so there's a marathon run by Japanese runners called RTA In Japan, and this is the English commentary restream of it. So we are your volunteer commentators for Pokemon Crystal, because Swift knows what she's talking about on this run, and I don't, but I'm here anyway. Hi. And you'll have other knowledgeable people on commentary for other runs.
It's okay, Amoeba has run different Pokemon games, so honestly, just if you've run at least one Pokemon game, you already have a good idea of what's going on, even if you don't know exactly what's going on in the route. So... I'm actually not sure why the time is set for night. I was trying to look into that, but I couldn't quite figure it out. It could just be personal preference.
He's raging this Poliwag.
He is. Probably for some XP here. Oh, the spawns.
He's catching it.
Poliwag.
Ah. Is there something that Totodile can't learn then? Whirlpool, maybe? Nice breakout.
No, it can learn Whirlpool. When I watched
Surf. Why does he need the Poliwag then?
Maybe he'll just use Totodile the entire time. That's actually possible.
Oh, maybe it's like a safety in case you can't get the main switch. Catch Sizzle teaching us from the chat that they catch it for Whirlpool and Waterfall.
Yeah, I mean if you're using it. Guess we'll find out. His I watched his PB and he didn't use Totodile the entire time, so I'm guessing probably safeties right here. Yes, I'm assuming that. Actually, I can check. Yeah, I'm assuming. Sizzle knows. Sizzle runs Manipulus of this game, so. But in the English one.
The 3:35 is the estimated time that this run will take.
No, that's not 3 minutes and 35 seconds. It's,
yeah, it's 3 hours 35 minutes. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is a lot of encounters. Hopefully no
say
more.
No to Mum here.
Nope. Equipping. Or no, that's healing. I believe that's just a berry, and now he's accepting a bearing as well. Okay, he's also calling mom, same menu, to say, no, don't save my money, because that's really slow. It's the equivalent of, like, getting called by the random trainers in Emerald on the phone. You don't want that. Fun fact, she actually does not take any of your money, but will give, like, buy you stuff. So you just get free items.
Oh, I always thought that she actually spent the money that she saved.
As far as I know, she actually doesn't.
Right.
Could be wrong, though. So that is a bitterberry right there that Rinchan had picked up. It's a berry that cures confusion, which will be very useful for a certain Rival 2 fight. Or wait, no, is it Rival 2?
Yeah. Rival 2
It
has...
is, yeah, it's Rival 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the right one. I did think, because I'm like, oh, there's a move that paralyzes you in that fight too, so it could be the PRZ Cure Berry, even though it's
Purrs.
Purrs Berry. Paralyzed Cure Berry.
Rival 2 has the ghastly Anzubat, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. We are actually getting a plushie Pokemon, let's go.
I love this. Rinchan also swapped Rage to slot 1, just so it's easier to select, like it'll be faster. Just so he doesn't have to menu down each time to select Rage, so...
Wow, was that a range?
No, I don't think so, because it's Manipless, so... Or not really Manipless, because you're still manipulating the ID, but it's like, you don't manip Totodile, you just get some random stats here. I
feel like if you're 1 HP off, it could have killed if you've got 3 turns though.
Probably.
Sad. That was a berry in a potion?
Visit range, oh boy. No, he took away the Spearow. Oh, that's a terrible range.
Pretty close.
17%? Yeah, a lot of this early game is just spam rage, spam rage, spam rage. Just because, especially for like these trainers where they have more than one Pokemon, it's really nice because you're still keeping your rage boost. So here you're just taking, like, dealing half this Pidgey. You're still getting a rage boost. Yeah, it's like spam Fury Cutter as well, which we'll see that as well.
Is Rage 100% accurate?
Yes.
No.
Fury Cutter is not.
Fury Cutter is not. No. I do know that one.
I don't know who Kratos is, but sure.
God of War, I think.
I would not know.
I'm trying to make sense of the joke there. I know who that is.
Fury Cutter is 50% in that it hits or it doesn't hit.
No. So Faulkner sucks.
Yeah, Faulkner is pretty not fun, but he does have a berry equipped, so he should be fine here.
An illegal level 9 Pidgeotto. This game is full of like illegal Pokemon. Lance is packing like 3 Dragonites that can't be Dragonites at the levels that they're at.
That's Faulkner. Not as bad as Heart Gold Soul Silver.
No, true. Do you
Probably
like
not,
Roost?
but you know, marathon safety, right? You never know when you'll get hit by that crit and like cry inside. implying that Faulkner went to Kanto to grab this level 7 Pidgeotto, even though it said his dad gave him his Pokemon, so maybe his dad is from Kanto.
You know how in I can't remember which anime it is. I don't think it's the main one, but there's a different anime series where they show how gym leaders have different teams for however many badges that you've got. Do you think Faulkner has to nip over to Kanto every time his Pidgeotto levels up once, just to go grab another level 9 Pidgeotto?
Oh no. With how much he gets beaten up, I think he's fine. He doesn't get enough experience.
Never wins.
Never wins. So here, Rinchan is going to pick up a Paralyzed Cure Berry. This is later called a Cherry Berry. For those who play the more modern Pokemon games, it heals paralysis, as the name implies in this game. Very useful for one fight in particular. Yeah, they play the 0 XP ROM hack AJs, right? Ooh, 2 encounters.
Why the Japanese version? Because this is a Japanese runner, and that is the version that they run on. The Western community, I guess, has sort of standardized the English version as the main versions. Japanese tends to be faster, at least in the earlier gens. Although I think you hit a point around Gen 5, Gen 6 where it kind of depends on which version. I think something silly like Italian is the fastest for Let's Go. But English has just been standardized so that people can read the text in what is predominantly an English-speaking community, and the Japanese versions have been standardized for the Japanese community because they can read the text in their community. So, slightly different to most other speedrunning communities, because normally you just play on the fastest version. What is that item?
That is a super potion.
Ah.
At least I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, that's a super potion. I had to go read it. I wanted to say what the other item was, but I didn't expect him to pick up that item there. It's a hidden super potion. But the other item he picked up in the Pokeball, I can't speak, was a repel.
First sight of a spinner there, although we don't actually go in his field of vision. But there's a scary one after this cave.
Oh, yeah. Using the repel here and equipping the Bitterberry. That is an X attack right there that he's picking up. X attack will raise your attack by 1 stage. It's very useful. X items are really useful in all Pokemon speedruns. If you've watched any Pokemon speedrun, it probably uses an X item.
His spinners suck. So I can't remember which way it is, and I'm sure you'll tell me, but there's obviously for spinners that can face 4 directions, if they're facing like down, they're more likely to go left. Is it down and left and up and right are paired together?
No, it's up and left and down and right.
Close. So yeah, if he's looking to pass on the right hand side there, he wants to pause and wait for the spinner to not be facing down. But spinners in this game are hell.
Yeah,
you can still get caught anyway.
Spinners can spin, I think like it's every 1 or 2 frames. I'm pretty sure it's every 2 frames, but it could be every... I think it might be every 1 frame. And sometimes they can get stuck, and if they get stuck, you're safe to pass because they'll be stuck for a minute. It's just random. Yeah, Crystal is known as the Spinner Hell games because these have the worst spinners in them since they can spin like every frame basically. There is just one runner for this. I think that was a potion he picked up. I could be wrong.
So this spinner sucks.
Yep, so this is Anthony. He's saving, as you can see. The reason why this spinner is terrible is because he has Geodude and you don't even have a water move. If you hit him, you are dead. That was a clean pass.
Very nice. Yeah, in later gens, in pretty much every later gen game, spinners are either consistent to pass or pretty much consistent to pass. It is a bit more difficult in certain games. I think like Gen 6 still technically has like inconsistent passes, but it's also
They're
not
pretty
because
slow.
they spin a lot slower than anything else. Yeah, you don't get any mental
Although
spins like this.
he's gonna sell Mud Slap here. That's the team he got from Faulkner. And he'll be buying a couple things here. There's a potion, super potion. There's repel, antidote. Don't know what that last one was. Hold on.
Safety paralyze heal?
Oh, that probably was paralyze heal.
That was a full heal?
Yep. Full heals are good because they heal any status. Saving here because these next few fights can be a little scary.
Yeah, these earlier spinners are...
Oh, this is not a spinner.
No. Just saying in general with what chat's talking about, the earlier spinners are kind of doo-doo because you're normally like not particularly over leveled. You're trying to bum rush through the early game as quickly as possible. There's a point in every run where hitting spinners starts to just become time loss rather than a dead run, and that will pretty much be after Whitney. The spinners north of Whitney are annoying, but
oh yeah, it's because you have to pass them 3 times.
yeah, but they're not run killers if you hit them. What a gun.
I was gonna say that there's 2 types of, I guess, spinning trainers. Anthony almost looked like a rotator there, which is what I was gonna comment about because he just like spun around in the movement of a rotator. A rotator is a type of spinner that will rotate on a cycle, so you never have to actually worry about them just spinning randomly on you. A spinner will spin randomly on you. You really don't like spinners. Rotators are fine to deal with, because as long as you know the cycle that they spin on, like, or they rotate around, you will never hit them, so. Unless you're bad, and sometimes I'm bad, so.
Sometimes we're all bad.
Yep. He's using Water Gun here, by the way, since he got that from level 13. Finally, a water type move. Learn a normal type move before you even get a water type move, despite being a water type Pokemon.
Like in the new gens where you just start with a stab move. Here it's like, you need to get 8 levels before we'll even give you that. No enjoyment for you. That Ekans just missed both of its moves.
I think it was, yeah. I think it was probably Wrap, probably missed Wrap.
I gotta imagine that thing has Poison Sting, which could be a bit spooky.
Pretty sure, yes, it does have Poison Sting. That is another super potion right there. Some safety super potions. Always good. Yeah, it's just Water Gun spam now, because Water Gun's just so powerful. Like, it's a stab move. Stab moves will do more damage if you share the same type as the move it is. So it's just it's gonna save more time because you don't have a text box every time for saying your rage is building and stuff like that, and it just hits for quite a lot of damage. Quite literally the most powerful move you have just early on. Even though Totodile is not much of a special attacker, because Water type is special in this gen. Luckily, Zubat was kind there. Zubat could be a little annoying.
There's a smelly coughing here as well, isn't there?
He swapped held items there. I didn't actually quite catch what he swapped to. I'm assuming it was probably the paralyzed berry.
Yeah, I think when we were saying earlier about the bitterberry, I think that was for that Zubat rather than Rival 2.
Yeah, I just know in the English version you usually equip that for Rival 2, so could be wrong.
That was a poison cure berry.
Ah!
There it is. Makes sense. I guess I think crit poison would probably be awful.
Yeah. You get sent all the way back to your hometown. I think. I don't think he's actually entered a Pokemon Center yet. At least I haven't seen him.
Very few repels as well.
Yeah, you kind of have to stick with that for early on. He is fighting this right trainer. He's gonna fight this right side instead of the left side because the right side has less Pokemon to fight. And he's fighting the trainer in this sort of because like. I didn't actually know this, but if you, whichever trainer, like whichever side you approach first from that, those two girls, they will send out like
Pokemon. Yeah.
It will send out like whichever Pokemon comes first. So if you fought the left side, the Spinarak would be sent out first, but right side it'd say Ladybug. There's also a spinner he has to pass in this gym.
2 passes as well, isn't it? If he's coming from right
just one.
side?
Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, it is 2. You are right. Hopefully he gets stuck. Forgot he has to do 1 going left and 1 going down.
I couldn't remember myself whether he was on the left side or the right.
Yep. Going right first, since less Pokemon. Or at least they're like easier to deal with. I don't actually know what the left side has. I've never seen it. He's using Rage here. There's more than 1 Pokemon. Oh, Paris is horrible. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not wanting to fight that, especially as a Totodile. So here's a spinner. Gotta pass it one more time. Oh,
very nice.
Good. So healing here. Saving, because this fight can be kind of scary. Bugsy is a little scary.
This is a rage fight as well, isn't it?
Yes. Just gonna spam rage here. Oh, wait. I don't actually know if this thing has tackle. Wait, no, it does. It is. Okay. I'm so used to him. I'm so used to Heart Gold Soul Silver where he says that Scyther first. I was like so confused. He did use the X attack there.
Kind of unfortunately he gets the tackle on the X attack there.
No, here we go. The rage is building. Yes.
Was that a crit?
No.
Oh, wow. You almost don't want crits because you probably want the extra turn to build up the damage.
Yeah. That Kakuna has Poison Sting. Can be a little annoying. Here comes the Scyther. Yeah, you want to like kill this Scyther. This Scyther has Fury Cutter, and Fury Cutter hurts.
That could be bad. This is gonna hurt. This Fury Cutter. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
Super
Range missed
Steph in
that.
the run.
I lived on 1 HP as well. That's awful.
Yep. So Fury Cutter is similar to Rage, where if you use it for each consecutive turn that you hit Fury Cutter, your damage will increase. It is a 95% accurate move, so you can't miss it. Unlike Rage, where even though you have like that build-up damage, you have to be hit. If you do not get hit, your damage won't increase. Which is why you want getting hit by like tackle and stuff here. Yep. It is a 50% chances and you hit or you don't hit. It's actually 95% accurate though, so 5% chance to miss, just like tackle. And we all love tackle.
No.
Especially pre-Gen 5 tackle.
No. Illegal. Everybody hates 5% chances.
Oh, we got poisoned here. This is a good rage build-up though.
He may just two-shot the Scyther from here, so...
As long as the poison doesn't take too much damage. But I do forget that poison doesn't exactly work the same as it does in the other games. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna two-shot here.
Just don't crit, lol.
Yeah, he's
Easy.
good. So he's got level 18 here, and he's going to evolve into Rakana, which is just a more powerful Pokemon at your arsenal.
Yes, we've replaced the plushie. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I'm so excited to see the full lineup.
Oh, we still got the Totodile though, in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving Rinchan's humor. He's gonna heal the poison here. Poison will like give you damage overworld, and you do want to heal before this rival fight coming up. This rival fight is pretty terrible. Here's the antidote. And here he's going to teach Fury Cutter, which is the TM that you just got from Bugsy. Fury Cutter for each... I just explained it, so I'll explain it again. You know, for each time you hit it, your damage will increase. It is really, really, really good for the next section of this run. Very good against Whitney and her Miltank, her famous Miltank. Gonna save for this because this rival fight is really scary. Your rival has a Bayleaf, and Bayleaf is terrible because it has Razor Leaf, and Razor Leaf is terrible because it's a 1 in 4 chance to crit in this game.
Jeez.
It is horrible. There is a reason I stopped running this game, and it was because of this stupid fight.
Why is Rival 2 just so bad in every run?
Because you're, like, literally just trying to skirt through everything. Yep, it's 1 in 4. Gen 1's crits were based off speed. The higher your speed was, the more likely you were to crit. This is pretty terrible because it's a 1 in 4 chance. And also, Bayleaf will hit you for quite a bit, as you can see here.
Wow, didn't crit.
No crit, though.
No miss either.
Nope. Yeah, that Bayleaf is very scary. Yep. Because Zubat has Bite, I believe. Or just at least... No, it doesn't have Bite. It has a move it can damage you with, though. Hurts. Oh, it bites? Okay. I wasn't sure, because I remember Zubat's moveset is kind of doo-doo.
You don't like Leech Life or Astonish? Is Astonish even in this gen?
Exactly 5 damage.
Gen 1 crits were indeed based on base speed, which is why things like Sand Slash basically crit all the time with high crit ratio moves. Sand Slash with Swift, I think, couldn't not crit. But also crits were somewhat nerfed in Gen 1 compared to everything else. Because if you X...
Gen 1.
yeah. If you X attacked or anything, then crits would ignore your own boosts. So if you Swords Dance and then crit, it was worse to crit.
Yep. So you probably saw there that Rinchan had waited to use a repel. And in this game, you have 4 tiles of encounter immunity. You have 3 tiles going like one direction and 1 tile that you can turn. And that will give you an encounter immunity. Why? I don't know. It's just how this game works. That's what I was told. So I'm just gonna say that.
Except no liability if this information is wrong, because it is not mine. Somebody else told me.
Somebody else told me when I was running this game. Teaching cut here to the Totodile. Placing it over, I believe that is Scratch.
It may not be Telltale Sizzle, as it may be a safety. We know for sure that Rin's going to try and main swap, but they may pick up Headbutt for safety anyway, in case it doesn't work.
Could just forget cut in Blackthorn as well.
Yeah, that too. Odd that we got the Poliwag though. I still think, like, surely there's enough
that
HM
was
spaces.
That was interesting. No headbutt here. So Green is picking up. He picked up a full heal, and he also picked up an ether. The ether's at the end there, or as it's called in Japanese. Hold on, I have to get this up again.
It's just PP up, isn't it?
PPA'd.
They didn't do very well with some of the...
does learn Whirlpool.
He's cutting the grass.
Yeah, he cuts the grass.
Advanced tech. I love it.
Yeah, Totodile learns Whirlpool.
I feel like they didn't do very well with some of the name translations in Gen 2. I feel like it was a bit of a stretch to call, like, Paralyzed Cureberry what they called it. It was a very long name.
That's why it's better in later gens where it's just called Cherry Berry.
Yep. And you also can't remember what any of them do.
So,
what does a Nanab berry do?
I forget. I just know what it does in Pokemon Go. Green picked up the bicycle here, and he's also picking up Kenya. Bicycle is going to be the way that you travel in the overworld, just because it's faster. Kenya is good here because it's a free Pokemon, and you can use it for fly. And also, you're going to use it to get the Master Ball too. So that's a spinner, but you can't see there. Here's another spinner. This one sucks. I'll get it. That one's pretty likely to hit, but he's not too bad. He just has like a bunch of Diglett. So
you have to pass this guy a couple of times, don't you? So
yeah, so it's not too bad. You just cut everything. Light water gun though. Up, yeah, you did. Yeah, that one's not too bad to hit. It's just time loss, as Amiibo was explaining earlier. Just cut it. No, here's a spinner, by the way. So one of those is a rotator, which we were talking about, and one of these is a spinner. The right one is a spinner, the left one is a rotator. Why, I don't know. Sizzle, he gets Dratini in this run for Waterfall.
Maybe he doesn't if he finds the Poliwag. Maybe it's faster.
No, because it's a gift Pokemon.
I guess. Cutting the
It's gonna
grass
cut
again.
the grass again, yeah.
I love it.
Here he's got to talk to the flower girl so that she goes back so you can get the squirt bottle. You are required to go all the way here and then go all the way back in order to get this squirt bottle to for the pseudo widow.
Milk Rips, it's coming up in about 10 minutes. Non-Manipped Gyarados is from Heart Gold Soul Silver though. That will not be happening. Raikou is, I believe, English Crystal?
Yes. Here he's gonna deposit the egg, by the way, just because. Oh, PX. I don't think he meant to deposit that.
The commentary was great there.
Okay, I don't think he meant to deposit that. He was just gonna deposit the egg.
Is it worth it to cut the grass? Probably not on average. But it is safe.
So I would not have saving again. He really doesn't want to hit the spinner. I forget what the spinner has.
Sometimes it's fun in marathon runs to do lesser known strats. Not a lot of people know that you can cut the grass. So it's a nice little bit of trivia for anybody watching.
Crystal is any percent. It is any percent glitchless for Crystal, but for the Japanese version, they don't have Manips because Manips in Gen 2 are really, really, really hard to make. I'm sure Stringflow could probably tell everyone just how much pain and suffering he's gone through trying to make these Manips.
The entire English Manips and in the Gen 2 community is basically held up by one man.
Two people, actually.
Is it? Hold up. Is it GIFX as well?
Enter.
Ah, close. Enter's going to be disappointed in me. I also don't pay that much attention to Gen 2, so maybe he won't be that surprised.
I forget what exactly he's contributed, but I know he's contributed some things for Gen 2, so...
But yeah, there's often people like almost behind the scenes in a way for some of these runs, especially for the more technical aspects of like RNG Manips that may not actually be runners themselves and just like the technical challenge of finding Manips.
Super Potion, and probably gonna save here. Yeah, this fight can suck too. All these early gym leader fights are pretty bad.
You have to hit Fury Cutters here, don't you?
Yep, 95% accurate Fury Cutters. It's like hitting a tackle.
Easy, forehead.
Misses at the worst time. If you miss Fury Cutter, your damage gets reset back, by the way. It's pretty terrible. So, trying to use Fury Cutter here.
What move is Clefairy trying to use?
Metronome, I believe. Ooh.
We can't tell what moves they got.
Oh.
Interesting.
Probably took too much damage from the Clefairy. Some of the Japanese runners are involved in the English/West community, but not that many. The only one I can name is Dexy.
So it's a fairly strong divide in a way. Not like in a nasty way. It's just that the Japanese community have been doing their own thing for years, and the English community their own thing, and before either knew that the other existed. So a lot of especially if you look at the older gens, the Japanese community will actually have different, like entirely different rule sets of what is considered the same category.
Yeah. Like
for instance, their Gen 1 Glitchless doesn't allow the Pokédoll skip, and ours does. Is the most obvious example. So yeah, mostly Dexy is a more recent Japanese runner who does interact with the community a lot, but basically only runs Japanese categories. And then there's the man, the myth, the legend, Ringo, who runs both English and Japanese categories and destroys both. He's very, very good.
Oh no, he missed Fury Cutter! Ringo is quite funny. There's also some other runners like Buster Poke, He
Yeah, that's true.
pioneered a certain route in Gen 5.
And there's certain English runners that have delved into the Japanese side of runs as well. But they tend to be Japanese runners run the Japanese rule sets in games, and the English runners rule English rule sets in games.
Yep.
Watergun may have killed with how little health he was on, but I trust that he knows how much damage it should be. This is awful. He has to hit like 6 Fury Cutters.
Yeah. It's a good move, but it has its own risk. That's why you save. So he's in good health here. So long as he hits, he should be fine. Stomp is not good. Oh, and he flinched. Oh.
This is awful.
There's a reason you save for this. Double slap.
Just hit the move.
Gotta hit it.
And don't flinch.
Yeah, no stomp flinch. Oh, and he flinched
for God's
again!
sake.
No! He added another one. He added the Spearow again. Spearow for good luck. Yeah, bye.
Where's the Poliwag plush? I've just realised.
Don't need no Poliwag. Maybe it's different in the Japanese version, Sizzle. It is a 30% chance to flinch. You are correct. I think that's roll out there. Ooh. Yeah. He should be good as long as he doesn't miss this. There we go. Even the runner just like, ah. The commentary. Just so sick of that. So here he's getting rid of Fury Cutter for Bite. Bite is just good damaging move for the next section. We don't need Fury Cutter anymore.
Hey, did you know that Whitney's gym is shaped like a Clefairy?
No.
Everybody knows that.
What?
Shocking news.
You're pulling my leg here. He got the squirt bottle here, by the way. Here he's gonna get the Master Ball.
Hopefully.
Oh my gosh, I sure wonder. Before that, here comes the Pokegear. He is going to need the Pokegear for waking up Snorlax later on, so this is required to get. Yeah, the radio card. I wonder if he'll win the lottery. 01001.
Bro, that would be crazy. It's rarer than
Oh
a
my
shiny.
god, all 5 digits are now 3. I can't believe it. How lucky can you be to win the lottery?
Crazy.
I think he should go buy lottery
A lottery ticket?
Yeah, exactly.
What they just bought?
Yeah. He's gonna do some shopping here. The department store for Goldenrod is really good. Gonna sell a tract here. Don't really need that. I'm gonna buy some items. So that is an escape rope. Wait, no. That's not an escape rope.
Yeah, 550 is a skate rope.
Oh yeah, that is an escape rope.
That's a polka doll.
Yeah, he's gonna need the Pokédoll for Gyarados, the shiny Gyarados that he's going to run away from. Because you can't run away from it, you need to use the Pokédoll. That is...
That's a
some
speed up.
X-Types. Yep.
Next special.
Speeders.
And that's accuracies, because they're very expensive.
Yep. You're paying attention more than me.
I remember the costs of things. Doesn't need to dodge this second spin at this time.
Yep, so gotta dodge this one though. Also, you don't have to worry about that girl. She has a spinner, but she can't see that far. So. We don't need a shiny, it's slow. Shiny Sudowoodo?
Shinies work a bit weird in this game, don't they?
Yep, they're based on your IVs. Your DVs in this case, since IVs didn't actually exist back in Gen 2. DVs, if you don't know about DVs, is... They were...
I always forget that just bounces off the screen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
DVs... Here's a spinner, by the way.
Good example of how they get locked into down and right.
Yep. So DVs range from 0 to 15, and they are what determined your stats, how good your stats were, stuff like that. Good thing you didn't hit that. So should be going to the burn tower here. Taking some extra steps, it's all part of the RNG manipulation, don't worry. Yusin's gonna come here and be like, oh my god, I'm searching for this dog.
Are they dogs or cats?
They're beasts. Although I think they're actually all cats, because I think Suika's technically supposed to be based on like a leopard. Raiko's supposed to be based on like tiger, and then Entei a lion. But everyone calls them dogs, which is wrong.
Can't be any worse than when I was a kid and I used to pronounce it suicide.
I believe he's saved for this rival fight. I didn't quite catch it, but seeing
He did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, this rival fight sucks. All these fights suck, basically. Swapping to Kenya, he's trying to set up something. I forget what exactly it was, but I know there's a strat to this that is...
I thought he was going to bait Curse. Yeah,
yeah, he's trying to bait Curse. I did forget. So, gonna swap back here. And what he's gonna do next is, this is a weird strategy. He's going to... You're gonna see him use Rage, and you're probably gonna be like, why is he doing that? And he's actually trying to bait Spite, because Spite will, 1, do no damage, and 2, it's just gonna use up PP of a move that you don't care about. Like, you're not using Rage anymore. So you're just gonna see him, like, spam Spite most of the time, or at least hope for that. He didn't spam right there. Hopefully here. No. He really wants to use Lick. Fortunately got paralyzed from Lick, so that means he's gonna paralyze heal. Man!
Jeez.
Does not want to go for Spite. Spite
What
is
is this X item that he's using?
I believe that's an X special.
That's a lot of X specials, jeez.
I can double check though.
Is he going to throw a ball? Oh, no.
No. Magic. Paralyzed heal here. He really didn't want to go for spite. Wow. Wow. Oh, he's gonna have to. He's probably gonna have to reset here. Because of this Bailey. Oh, right. Magnemite. I forgot he has Magnemites.
He still has, yeah, a full heal or something.
Yeah, I thought Bayleaf comes out second. Oh.
Oh. My man is getting messed up.
Ooh. Yeah, just reset. He's just like, I'm not dealing with this.
I give up. Let's try again.
So we're gonna do this turn again. Beta Curse. And then try to get Spite. Spite is what you want, but you just kept getting Lick. There's Curse.
I always love the animation for kids.
It's pretty cool. I like the little... That looks like a jester.
Looks like an imp or something, yeah.
So... I believe he used... I didn't see, but I believe he did use Rage there. Hopefully he actually uses Spite. No, he just wants to use a Lick! My goodness. No, wow!
You have other moves, dude. Nope. And a crit.
Oh, man.
And paralysis.
Oh.
This is the Pokemon speedrunning experience.
No Spites, only Licks. Super Potion there. Gonna have to Paralyze Heal as well. He's just like, stop. Oh, at least he didn't Paralyze.
Stands a slightly better chance this time.
Yeah, now it's just spam Water Gun and Bite, and then you're pretty much free. Although Bayleaf is still scary because Razor Leaf. But if you flinch it, you're fine. So hopefully he flinches. Ooh.
That's not gonna two-hit.
No. Just flinch. Up.
Or get the range, neat. Why me? The second fight seemed to go a lot better than the first one.
That definitely went more smoothly, which is good. He's gonna play the marching theme here. He's also gonna save, probably to make sure that he doesn't run out of repels here. He's gonna try to get one of these legendary dogs. Or beasts. They're not dogs. I've been conditioned by the Pokemon community to call them dogs, even though they're really not dogs.
We could go one worse and say legendary poppers.
Gonna escape rope here. I love the march theme. There's just something so happy about it.
So yeah, searching in grass with a repel up only repels Pokemon that are below the level of your lead Pokemon in the party, which is everything in this grass except for if a legendary dog's about.
Yep, so he's using the March theme to up the encounter rate and try to get it. Looks like it's probably not in this route.
Can we swap commentator? Yeah, see you later, Swift.
Alright, it was nice knowing you. I think you'll be fine.
Please
on
don't
your
leave
own.
me here on my own. No.
Oh,
No,
you
dude.
notes, it's fine.
No, dude. My idea of hell. I've seen this in a nightmare
They
already.
don't know a manip, so making a manip for Gen 2 is horrible. Because there's so many layers of like RNG that is involved thanks to Gen 2. It is horrendous. If you want to know how bad it is, just ask someone like Stringflow or Enter who have made manipulations for the English versions of these games. They hate it. Alright, here we go again. Yes, the Japanese version would need a different manip.
Interesting that they don't reload the route or anything, they just search. Don't they typically normally only move once you've like loaded and reloaded the route? Oh, there's one.
Entei. So I'm gonna swap to Entei here.
How are they gonna catch it though?
I don't know. With that Master Ball we just won from the lottery. Yeah, there's 3 different frames for Raikou Manip that we have in the English version. One of them used to kind of suck, and then Stringflow went and made it better. Bless Stringflow.
I don't know what he's spelling.
I don't know what he's naming it either, so I don't know. Alright, he's swapping Entei here. Entei also only, like, the only move you're gonna really see it use is Ember, because the other moves it has are kind of trash. It has Roar, Leer, and Fire Spin.
Ew.
And Ember. And Fire Spin is slow, Roar is useless. Leer, you don't have any physical moves, it doesn't matter anyways. So the only thing you're gonna be seeing him use is Ember, which is slot 2.
Yeah, where's the Entei plushie? I've been conditioned at this point.
Oh, true.
What level does it get flamethrower? At least that might be useful.
51.
Oof. Oof. At least Ember's got a lot of PP though.
Yeah, Ember has a lot of PP, luckily. And he'll be getting Stomp here at level 41, so it's not all too bad. Stomp is okay. It's better than anything else you have. Well, he's actually going to replace it over Leer, so...
Fair enough.
I'm not sure if they, did they actually name the Entei Suicune? That'd be so funny. I don't actually know if they get the Raikou in the Japanese run, because there's like only 2 Japanese runs on the boards. So I think they probably just take whatever they can get. But in this case, it was Entei. I've only seen Entei, so... It'd be interesting if they, like, adjusted the route depending on which one they get. Oh yeah, this gym, like, once you have this, your legendary beast, honestly, this game is quite a cakewalk. You have a level 40 Pokemon versus these, like, level 18 Ghastlies. So...
Johto's a little bit poorly leveled. Like, obviously, he's supposed to be able to take a pick of going left or right after a critique. But they have to level both sides in case you go to one or the other. So there's a whole section that's just a bit of a snooze fest in terms of battle difficulty.
That's why people in PSR say gold is the better run, because you have a Totodile and use it all the way through. Nope, just Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That doesn't exist in Crystal.
It would also be a lot worse in Crystal, even if it did exist, because water is purely a special type.
Yes, that is true.
So while Gyarados is still good, he's not great.
No, we still use Surf. We also have Waterfall.
Oh, true, yeah.
As long as you have Strength, you're fine. I forget what the other move is, though. I think it's Flail. Yeah, it's Flail. I do not believe they do.
They will not be catching extra legendary dog. As cool as that would be. Gengar's sprite in Gen 2 is very good.
It is. A lot of the Gen 2 sprites in this game are very well made, in my opinion. I am an artist, and I'm a very big fan of the sprite handiwork that they did for this game. I do not believe... I don't actually know where EQ is in this game. I think it's quite out of the way, though. Any good move is usually out of the way. So here comes Stomp, which is going to be literally better than anything else besides Ember that Entei has. I miss the sprites too, but I'm biased. I like 2D art. I make 2D art? I like 2D art.
It's a shame that they peaked in Gen 5 with the best sprites and then went to 3D models.
Because everyone wanted 3D models. I remember when that came out and everyone was like, oh my god, they're in 3D! It's crazy.
I like the XY 3D models, but I do miss the sprites.
I do miss them as well. Here, Rinchan is fighting the Kimono Girls. This is required for Surf, because you get Surf from the director of this area.
I thought he was just a random gentleman. Is he the director?
Something like the director or the audience member, I don't know, but he gives you Surf, so he's important, I guess.
I just thought he was a random guy. I didn't like in Gen 2 how there's quite a few HMs that are just given by random blokes. It's just a dude in a cafe somewhere that's like, yes, here, have Strength. Or Rock Smash.
It's a Sailor.
Which one.
It's a Strength. You are right. It's a Sailor. I don't know. You just go and random. Well, I mean, like you get Rock Smash from a random guy.
Yeah, I don't like it there either. And they even made a joke about it in Emerald because they called him the Rock Smash dude.
It's just like it's joke levels of the Pokemon manga where they made fun of what was it, the hat on the guy looking like hair. So he's just like, oh, you have white hair, and he's like, no, it's a hat. Also, all these Kimono Girls have evolutions. Like Eevee. Where's the Eevee plush?
I think you've got them all. Rin couldn't get them anymore because they're so scarce because you own all of them.
I don't own all of them, I own
you can say any number above 1. And it's not
the number above 1?
Yeah.
Thank you. I see 4, at least. 5. It was 5. I counted 5.
Less than I thought.
It's not 4. You are right.
Less than I thought. But haha, very funny.
Oh, I thought you said that's not 4, and I'm like, yeah, it's not. You're right. Here, sir.
I wonder if they'll ever redo this, like all of the evolutions ones in a modern game. You have to fight like 10 of them.
Horde battles, but on steroids, basically. Oh yeah, the Japanese names of the evolutions are kind of funny. You got Thunders, Showers, Blackie.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I forget what the. I think the electric one is Thunders. Wait. No, I forget what the fire one is. I don't think it's Embers. Fires? Yeah, the fire sounds right. I forget what the Espeon is.
Minders.
Minders. Pikachu! Saw the Pikachu plush for like a second. Oh my god, there's the anti-plush!
Hey, okay. I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
happy now.
Thank you, Rinchan. Avoiding the sailor that's right there. That's a trainer. Don't want to hit him. There's Pikachu. Oh, there's a Feraligatr. Sizzle would love that. Who's still here? Here he's gonna do some shopping. It should just be super repels because this area sells super repels. Yep, there we go. That's all you need. It's all those super repels. Should be all the repels you need for the rest of the game. Gonna do the lighthouse here. You need to climb the lighthouse twice. Once to get up to Jasmine to activate the what is it? You're trying to activate the side quest.
Yeah, to be able to get the super potion or whatever it's called. Magic potion. That's all.
Yep. So you have to activate the side quest by just climbing the tower and just talking to her, and then you can go to Cianwood City and get the secret potion. Is it actually called Brainers? It's so funny. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you how good this Entei is. Because I don't actually know Entei's stats.
It's level 40, therefore it is good.
True. There is a spinner in this lighthouse that Rinchan is going to have to avoid. True, I want to see every single plushie this runner owns. The hardest battle in Johto? Honestly, any early game fight is probably the scariest. For a speedrun perspective.
Rival 2.
Yeah, Rival 2! Rival 2 is actually probably one of the hardest ones. There's a wall.
Entei was caught using the marching theme on the radio, which ups encounter rates, repelling with a high level Pokemon in the lead so that only higher level Pokemon can be encountered, which only leaves the level 40 dogs as an option. And by doing and by doing ID manip at the start of the run, they guaranteed being able to get a Master Ball from the lottery because their ID matched the winning ID. Oh no, it's Kenya's ID, isn't it?
Yes.
The matches. Yeah.
Yes. So that was a Meryl, the only Meryl you see in this run. Here comes a spinner.
down right, left.
It's fine if you hit him. I mean, you got a level 40 Entei, so...
It's just slow, and we are trying to be speed.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally talked again. Here Rinchan is going to drop down this instead of escape roping because he wants to pick up this rare candy. And I believe now he's going to escape rope. Oh, I'm gonna teach surf first. Yeah, you do need to. You do need to surf to see in Wood City. You're gonna teach it to Poliwag. Organize his items a bit. Use the super pellets at the top, and then escape rope out of here. Oh, grab strength as well. That's important too. You do need that for Chuck's gym. As Amiibo was saying, a random bloke giving you strength.
It is. Just a guy in a house.
There's a guy in the
Not
house. It's a sailor.
It's not story related. It's just like, I'm a dude, like, give you strength.
You got random fishermen giving you fishing rods. It's a rotator.
That
He's gonna
makes
have to
more
pass
sense.
another spinner here, but the rappel should be set up okay for the spinner. Oh, maybe not. Either way you pass, it doesn't matter. Chuck's gym is not very interesting in either the remake or the original. Not gonna lie. Oh, here he's teaching strength.
I don't mind the design in the remake, to be fair. At least it's got a little bit of a puzzle to it. This is literally like, here's two boulders, bro.
Boulders are a puzzle.
Two of them aren't a puzzle. It's an obstacle at best.
Is to figure out that one boulder. It's like, oh, how do I push it? Just like that Gen 3 puzzle that apparently everyone gets stuck on.
You're not fighting a Hitmonchan with special attacks in the remake. This is true. Shouts to Alakazam with like Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch.
God. Rinchan is going to be using strength a lot here because strength is like your most powerful move. It's an 80 base power normal type move versus your like I think it's 60 base power stomp and I think like 40 base power ember. So it's like, I wonder which one is the most powerful here. Even with stab, strength still is more powerful than ember. You know, it would have been interesting if Rinchan did get a Raikou, because then I would have no idea what he's doing with the Raikou. I'd have some idea. I would have no idea what it says, though. Stomp just destroys these Mankeys. Mankey is not very strong, like, defensively. Quite weak, actually.
I'm surprised that Ember isn't being used simply for the special defense difference. Well, I guess you're that over leveled, it makes no difference.
It's in slot 1, so...
Yeah.
While Ember's in slot 2. So it's like, just more effort to menu down. It's like, oh, would you pick the one in slot 1 or would you pick the one in slot 2? Vote now on your phones.
It is not the same. I think the English one uses Raikou now.
Yep, the crystal route uses Raikou. And it's manipped. So this route is a lot different because they don't actually use a manip for any of the Pokemon stats, unlike the English route. Level 70 Pokemon will obey you. Whoa.
You know, the rest of the game's leveled about level 25 right now.
Raikou has just a better moveset overall, I think. Not to mention just... It's a good typing, like Electric's a good typing. It's quite powerful to get some good moves, especially for how early game this is. Getting the secret potion here, by the way. Entei is used because they cannot manip Raikou, so they have to take whatever they get. I'm surprised no shopping. Probably gonna shop later. Teaching Fly to Kenya, right there. The Spearow. Now he's gotta go back up that lighthouse, and he's also gotta pass that spinner a second time. It's always fun when you gotta pass those spinners multiple times.
It's very, very difficult to estimate how much time it will save or lose, especially when we're also dealing with like the timing differences between the Japanese and English versions.
Not to
Japanese
mention the
text
Japanese
moves
text,
faster.
Yeah.
Any number we give you would literally just be pulled out of thin air. So I'm going to say 17 minutes, 20 seconds. It's way too high, by the way. That's massively too high. Pretty well on the spinners so far. I don't think he's actually been hit by one yet.
Nope,
oh no, there was the Diglett guy.
It's
yeah.
Irwin. Unfortunately, us in the English Pokemon speedrunning community, we're not too familiar with some of the strats the Japanese runners do.
Especially when it comes down to timings as well, because there's kind of no need to know.
Yeah. Getting a call from the... I think that's the bike shop. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the bike shop. Which is strange, because it usually wouldn't be that early. Fighting Jasmine as well here. No trainers. So you just go straight to her, luckily. Nice and fast.
Why is Jasmine's gym so weirdly empty?
I don't know. Why is Jasmine's gym also a bunch of rocks? She's a steel-type gym leader.
They do that with a few gyms in this. Blue's gym is
Legos.
Just a room.
It's a bunch of Legos.
They're all in the lighthouse, I guess. Yeah.
Easy fight? You are a fire type versus a steel type gym, so quite easy. Most things will go down in one shot except that Steelix, which is like 7 levels below you, so... Yeah, I mean, like, not really supposed to have a level 40 Pokemon this early on. It's similar to Heart Gold Soul Silver, you know, you're not supposed to have a level 50 Magikarp as early on as you do, but you can, so take advantage of that, because it's just fast. Just sweep everything. So now Rinchan is going to go to the right side, to Mahogany Town, and he's going to start the next side quest, which is the Red Gyarados, using the Super Repel here. So you have to get through Mount Mortar. I believe it's faster to go through here, but I've also heard people tell me that it's faster to surf across the water, so I don't know. Here's another spinner.
I don't think if you'd have asked me what that mountain was called, there'd have been a chance in hell I would have ever guessed correctly. You said it and I was like, I have no memory of that name.
It's okay, I've played this game.
A little bit?
A little bit at least.
That Pokédoll we bought earlier is going to come in use.
Yep. Do you think this will be shiny? It's like a
That'd
1 in
be
8,000
absolutely
chance.
insane if it was. Gonna have to pop off if so.
Holy moly!
I hate this joke. I want this on record. I hate this joke.
Okay, so you can't run away from this fight, so he uses the PP doll, which is the Pokédoll. Or is it called the PP doll?
I hope not.
It is called the PP doll. Because PP is Japanese for Clefairy. Flying back to Mahogany Town. So Lance asked him to go please help him beat up Team Rocket in the underground, and Lance is just gonna beat up someone with his Dragonite. Like, just punch him a little bit.
I love this cutscene where he just straight up murders a dude with a Dragonite, then kicks the other one out of the way.
Yeah. It's quite funny, and then he just finds the stairs. And these statues will see you, as long as they're activated. If they see you, you will get these 2 rocket fights, and they're always the same, like, rocket fights too. So you want to turn these off, because it's quite annoying.
This was the worst thing ever. I played this casually because I got lost a lot and fought these same 2 dudes 1,000 times.
Oh no. Maybe you should have been playing the English version. You probably wouldn't have gotten the loss.
Funny.
It's so funny. Oh, that's a nice SP.
It's very clean. No screen on though, that's a little unusual. Normally shows Game Boy Player on the screen when you're using that as a control.
I feel like Japan takes really good care of their electronics.
They do, yeah. You can go into like secondhand stores and get like pristine, like SNESes still, or Super Famicons as they're called there.
Yeah, we take pretty bad care of our electronics. It's quite funny. Japan values it a lot. Yeah, Gen 2 usually has really good IVs for shiny Pokemon if you encounter a shiny Pokemon. They're not like perfect or anything, but they are quite good. Better than average, at least. Oh, the repel wore off. So here, he's gonna make his way down to this computer here, because if you talk to that computer, you will turn off the statues. So that way you don't have to fight all those rockets like 50 times. You do have to fight the scientist, though. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, you don't actually have to fight him, you can just talk directly to the computer. But here you do have to fight him to get to the computer, so... It's fine, though. He doesn't really have anything. Just some Magnemites. Yeah, female Pokemon in this game have pretty bad offensive IVs. I think it can only be from like 0 to 7 or something. It's quite bad. Which sucks, because, you know, I'm a girl.
It's dependent on the the gender split. Which is why, like, if you see a female Totodile, you can reset immediately because it has to be between 0 and 1.
Oh, I thought it was 0 and 6. Could be 0 and 6. I don't know. Either way, it has pretty bad IVs.
It's also, I mean, it's 0 to 7 if it's a 50-50 split, but because the starters are 7 to 1s, it's only like the 1 in 8 are female, so it's only 1 in 8 of the DVs. Oh no, hold up, there's more than 16 DVs, isn't there? Is it still 31
There's 16, because it's 0
Oh,
to 15.
no, okay. Yeah,
You're the math guy, I'm not.
I couldn't remember what the number was, okay? I'm the math guy. God help us all.
Rinchan has been getting quite good luck with the stats of Pokemon though. Because the Totodile, like, he didn't even have to reset for. It's already good. And this Entei seems to be... Well, I mean, I don't think you'd need to reset for it, but it seems to be quite good. At least good enough. Yep. Gen 3 added the fancy thing called personality values.
Also made your IVs between 0 and 31.
Yep. 32 different values. So he needs to talk to this girl after he fights her to get the password. If you do not talk to this girl, you don't actually get the password and you can't open the door. So it's important that he makes sure to talk to her. Same with this guy that he's gonna fight over here. Surprised he walked to him. Usually it's faster to just stand there. I believe he can still get a female shiny, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong.
Yeah, my knowledge runs out there, I won't lie. Shinies in the earlier gens are very confusing. I know with the virtual console games, it's possible to manipulate a set of stats on Gen 1 then transfer it to Gen 2 so that it's shiny in Gen 2.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that before. That was fun.
It's like the only way to get a shiny Mew, I think. Apart from event ones.
Oh, that's a spinner, by the way. That rocket is a spinner. Get to pass him twice. Rival's gonna come up, he's gonna kick you.
There's a lot of violence in these games.
There is a lot of violence in this game, yeah.
Not the first time that the rival kicked you.
Yeah, in this game I think it is.
If you talk to him when he's looking in the lab's window at the start of the game, he'll kick you away.
Right. He will kick you.
Well, I suppose we don't do that in this run. No. But yeah, he proper boots you as well. You get like 3 tiles. It's not a little kick. Really fun.
I mean, Lance, like, punches some guy. Rival kicks you, yeah. It's a children's game, by the way.
Nice quick attack, bro.
Yeah, the Rattata line is quite annoying because of quick attack. The AI just loves to spam priority moves. Got through that okay. So now he has to talk to this Murkrow. Yes, that's a Murkrow.
Hey, pigeon.
They have to talk to him for the password. Here comes another spinner pass of this. That is not safe. should be fine. Yep. Okay. So he needs the password to get into the place where the Voltorb are being held. You're rescuing Voltorb, by the way. I believe that's another full heal. I could be wrong though. Yeah, that's a full heal. So you're trying to rescue these Voltorb who are being like abused for power and stuff, like they're being used as a generator and stuff. So
Electrode.
which Pokemon is she using? Oh, you mean Rinchan? Rinchan is using an Entei.
ただの下っ端なんで、チャンピオンが下っ端と戦って、ノラトレーナーの自分が幹部と戦ってるんですよ。これびっくりした、本当に知った時。えっと思った。なんでチャンピオンが下っ端引き受けて、モブトレーナーに幹部を押し付けてんのって思いましたね。
Only 7 more levels until we get Flamethrower.
Yeah.
We get an actual useful move.
Hey, Stomp and Strength are actually quite good. Like, Strength is actually quite good.
It's not stab 95 power though.
No, it's not, but it'll do. Yeah, some of the back sprites in the earlier Pokemon games are... There's something. Gen 1s are something. Gen 2's okay.
They used more than like 5 pixels for the Gen 2 ones, so
It's
most
true.
of them you can tell what you're looking at.
Some look a little weird though. Like I thought Vaporeon looked quite different from what I thought and remembered. So here, we can't run away from the Electrode. We actually have to either catch or feint them. So, gonna opt to feint them here just because it's faster. These poor Electrode.
And before one of these is shiny.
Oh yeah, that is possible too. I've gotten a shiny on this.
I remember that.
Key item randomizer. It's quite funny. I know you remember. I just freaked out. I was like, oh my god, it's just shiny.
Just buy 3 dolls. I don't believe the Pokédolls work on this, right?
No, yeah, you have to either feint them or catch them. Because you can run, but it won't, make them go away, so... Fainting it is! Maybe we need, like, Pokédolls, but for fainting Pokemon.
Sounds like a gun.
Kamikaze doll. Here's Whirlpool. He got Whirlpool. Voltorb doll. Oh, there we go. Now you're thinking. It's a good idea. Teaching... What is he teaching here? Oh, he's teaching Iron Tail. So, he's gonna give Entei Iron Tail here. Because Entei doesn't really learn too many good moves, so Iron Tail is just high power move. It's like 75% accurate though.
Yeah.
And he's gonna escape rope out of here.
Good for rock types though.
Yep.
This guy.
Here's the spitter!
You have to pass twice.
Right. And he passed him. That's Douglas. He sucks because you can't actually see where he's facing, so you just have to hope and pray. English version of this game has a minute, luckily, but not the Japanese version, so just hope and pray. Here's a seal. This is an ice type gym, I swear.
Seal's ice type. Nice Iron Tail miss.
Yeah, this is a 75% accurate move. it's showing already. First usage. Hello, swine.
Nice miss.
Huh?
はい、突破できました。まあだからこの辺の戦闘はすごい楽ですね。すごい楽です。まあ負けないです。アイアンテール75%っつってもなんでこんなボガスが打てるかっていうと、外さないからですね。外しても別に負けはしないからです。
What's the ice gym down? Got one more gym in Johto, and then you're done with Johto gym badges. Then you gotta get to the champion, then you're just done with the Johto. But you're not done with the game because we gotta go all the way up to red because that's what any percent glitchless of this game is going to red.
We did try having, at least in the English community, having a just beat Lance category, but it was not very popular.
I remember that.
I think the difficulty is that you don't really do anything different, do you? Like, it's just half of the run that you would normally do.
Yes, unfortunately. So he's going through Ice Path first. In the English route of this, we don't actually go through Ice Path until after we do the Rocket Hideout section. But he's going through Ice Path first. I don't actually know if it's faster. I'm just gonna assume it is, because I mean, he's the speedrunner.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Picking up Waterfall there. It's another HM. Hey, at least it's not some
guy, no. Just some cave this time.
Some random cave. So here's a strength puzzle. We only have to push down one boulder, so it's this one. It was quite clean movement, other than like one part it was a little wonky.
めっちゃ難しいんだけど、できたらめっちゃ気持ちいいです。できたらめっちゃ気持ちいいです。金銀版とクリスタルってだいぶ変わってまして、クリスタルの方が簡単になってます。めっちゃ
Just some easy puzzles, basically.
めっちゃ気持ちいい。皆さんぜひお手元の 3DS バーチャル 3DS でバーチャルコンソールダウンロードしてやってみてください。
Protein.
Oh right, ew.
Ew.
Ew. I do not like the protein.
Oh, so that's interesting. He just goes into that town just to get the fly location and then comes back.
Yep. Protein. So proteins in the Pokemon games raise the effort
Attack
values.
EVs by 10, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
however,
actually, I don't know in
because
Gen 2.
there's no EVs in Gen 2, I think it's stat experience or something like that. I forget what exactly the technical term is.
That's definitely what it is in Gen 1, so I presume it's probably Gen 2 as well.
So this is quite a... I'm not even gonna lie, this is quite a boring section. I've run this game. Anyone who's run Crystal will tell you, yeah, the Rocket Tower section is quite boring, because all you're really doing is you're fighting a bunch of rockets, and there's not really any risk, you're just like beating them up. It's an over-leveled Pokemon. So if you need to get some popcorn or something,
Yeah, I want some popcorn.
get some water. Now's a good time, because we still got an hour and a half left of this run, so...
If you're getting popcorn, what are you having on it? Important question.
I'd probably just go with regular butter.
Ooh. I forget that's even that's just not a thing here. We like we go for sweet or
butter on
salty
your
normally.
popcorn?
No, you get sweet, salty, or toffee.
The heck?
Toffee popcorn's delicious.
Is that a Zubat and coughing ain't boring? But every evil team, like, has those Pokemon. So is it really not boring?
I think it was sarcasm.
No. That doesn't exist on the internet.
You think people would do that? Just go on the internet and be sarcastic?
Says the British person.
この辺も特に解説することはないです。ひたすらレベルが低い相手を蹴散らしていくだけです。
I think he just taught Waterfall to Poliwag in that menu.
He might have.
I gotta be honest, we are
Maybe he's
stretching
not
for
getting
stuff to talk
graffiti.
about right now.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say,
Nope.
unfortunately, in this section. There's not, again, there's not a lot going on. All you're doing is, like...
Haha, powerful move, go brr.
You're going through this section, and you're just, like, fighting off the rockets, and you're trying to get to the false director at the top, and then you gotta go in the basement, fight your rival, rescue the director, the real director, who's gonna give you a card key to come back in here, and then go fight the executive that's at the top, one of the rocket executives.
This section was unnecessarily long.
Yeah. There's also Magnemite.
It's normally just the scientists, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a scientist here, so...
Look at that boy spin.
That is not a spinner, by the way. That's an NPC. That is a spinner. I actually thought that was a spinner first time I was running this game because he acted like a spinner. And then I realized it's not.
Fairly sure the first like 3 key item randomizer races we did, I thought that guy was a spinner and kept waiting for him.
Yeah, and then I told you that's not a spinner. Tay is quite powerful. But again, you're like... He's Zubat, it's like 23, you're like 20 levels above it, so... Just kind of progressing through the story. I think I timed it, or like when I looked at it, it took like... Because all I did was I saw a section, I'm like, I'm just gonna skip past it because I know how this section goes, and it took like 20 or 30 minutes. Just crazy. You have to fight that dude, unfortunately. There's the onslaught of Magnemite.
Did you have to fight all these on the way back up again?
No, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
I saw the Feraligatr plushie again.
I did. I need a, it's a rotator. I need Poliwag plushie.
Complete the collection. A Porygon. That's different.
Oh yeah! Forgot one.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Here's the false director. He's got like 5 Pokemon or 6 Pokemon, I think. 6 Pokemon. Oh boy. So we're kind of just spamming A here. He's just gonna spam strength. Again, quite trivial when you are level 46, nearly level 50. The thing you have to worry about the most here is really your PP count on your moves, but I mean, if it's becoming troublesome, you can just take a PC heal.
Can you escape rope out of here?
Nope.
No fun allowed.
You can escape rope out of the basement. But no, you have to walk all the way back down. Yeah, so I had 1 strength left, so I'm assuming he's trying to conserve PP here. Or might have been just 1 stomp left. He had 1 is something, I didn't quite see. I was just like, yeah, he's just steamrolling. That's the point of this section, you just steamroll everything. It's really not much to say, so. But he did complete the first section, now he's got the basement key from the false director. So now, we can do another section that is the same thing, where you just steamroll everything. He is being careful to go around these tables, by the way, because he has to avoid that rocket that can see him.
Yeah, still trainers that he hasn't fought.
Mm-hmm. Probably gonna PC heal, yep. Usually it's faster to PC heal versus Pokemon Center heal.
This is maybe lesser known tech to anybody not familiar with Pokemon speedruns. Depositing and withdrawing effectively fully heals your Pokemon. And in later gyms,
except in the Switch version, or the Switch games.
Because it's permanently. Why did you swap all those around, I wonder?
Because he had to swap Entei back to slot 1.
He also swapped Bird to 2, though.
Probably to access fly easier. He's gonna have to fly a lot.
This trainer is leveled as if you've just walked into Golden Rod, so I'm just gonna bully you.
Yep. So you have to fight these 2 trainers before you can get into the basement. They're just like... They assume that you're gonna fight them when you enter the city, but you fight them much later down the line, so they're just like level 10. But they are blocking the way to the basement, so... And it is faster to talk to them from the side like that versus walking in front of them. Because otherwise they get the little animation of like the exclamation point and then walking up to you, which is quite slow. So
yeah, that
probably a
generally
second
holds
every time they do that.
Yeah, that generally holds true in every Pokemon run ever. If you can talk to trainers, it's typically faster to talk to them rather than be seen by them.
It's in Gen 7.
Really?
And Gen 8.
They do the exclamation mark anyway, even if you talk to them, don't they?
Yeah, and Gen 8. Gen 8's like shortens shield. You could just walk in front of them, it's just as fast.
Let's go, you can walk past some of them and they won't notice you.
That one's quite funny. Here's the basement. He is using Entei. Here's a rival fight. This one's actually trivial compared to all the other ones he's had to do in the past, where they were like really scary. This one's just like, yeah, we got a level 40 Entei, we're chilling.
I don't like the Gen 2 Golbat sprite.
I like it.
Not got a big enough mouth. Give me the Gen 1 one back, where he was like 90% mouth.
こで戦います。なんだ、あ、そうか、HGSS だと最初にね、なんだっけ、あれ凝ってるよね、あのイベント。だからラジオと入るときにイベントがあって、ライバルに服脱がされるんですね。あのイベント凝ってて好きです。
Yeah, I would be curious if because they can't decide which legendary to find, can they? So would they just take Suicune or Raikou if they found that instead?
Suicune is not a roaming Pokemon.
Oh no, of course.
It's in the Tin Tower.
Yes, I remember that now. How silly of me. It's like I've never run this game before.
It's alright, I'm here to help out. You know, it's quite interesting how Sneasel is one of Silver's signature Pokemon, but you don't see it until, like, the 4th fight.
What makes it his signature Pokemon?
I feel like there's a lot of art of him, or media of him with Sneasel. I was gonna fight these rockets.
This puzzle's actually kind of difficult if you, when you first play, isn't it?
All you gotta do is press the last one, then the second one, then the first one.
Yeah, but it's difficult to figure it out if you've not done it before. Like, it's easy enough now that you know how to do it, but I remember getting very stuck on this. It is indeed an Entei.
Nah, it's a caterpillar.
Wow. Was that sarcasm? From you, Swift?
No, because I'm never sarcastic on the internet.
You do. I forgot how many fights there were in this section. So long.
Oh, there is so many. Yep.
The button's just to the right, my guy.
Now he's gotta fight this burglar. Why there's a burglar in the basement? I don't know.
I love the sprite for the burglar. Why does he look like 3 foot tall?
Maybe he is.
Well, no.
Maybe he's a gremlin. Interesting how we don't see the burglar class again after Gens 1 and 2. Here's another one.
It's probably how they got rid of gambling after Gen 4.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I guess it's a little bit boring there.
You, like, does not like gambling, apparently.
Nah.
Very strict gambling laws.
It's more that it just ups the rating to like a mature game in EU
No,
countries.
it's not.
Hmm? Yeah,
No, it's
no,
really
it's
not.
just because it contains gambling elements. It's just like 18 plus only. I don't think they're super consistent on that either, but I think they must have been told when they were making these games that if you leave these gambling elements in.
The burglars have been down and trapped here for years. I'd believe it, honestly. It feels like I've been here for 5 years just watching this section. No shade to the runner. The runner's doing great. It's just this section sucks.
Just say, please run this game. Just ignore this section. Like, we promise it's a good run, other than this section. Please believe.
I promise. When speedrunning's actually fun, except for this section. I could just go on and on about it, but it's just because we're here for like 30 minutes, and there's nothing else to talk about. We just sit here and spam moves.
Yeah. There's not even anything that interesting coming up that we can say, well, they're going to be setting up for this or that, because it's realistically the next like big fights are the Elite Four. There's like Claire's not particularly an issue, I don't think.
No, but you do have to go down to the Dragon's Den.
Oh,
yeah. You're so used to skipping that in Keanu Randomizer, but you still have to fight in the vanilla game, so... Oh hey, you're almost at flamethrower level. 2 more levels. Alright, he's got... I think it's 2 more trainers to fight.
Just one. And then we go back to Radio Tower and there's like
and then we
4 more trainers to fight.
Oh boy. As I said, if you need to get some popcorn, go get some water, like go to the bathroom, you know, do whatever you need to do. This is the time to do it, so you can come back to watch the rest of the run. Get up and stretch. Except you, Amiibo, you can't leave. Sorry.
Haha, the secret is I have already left.
Oh, well, I guess
I was never here.
Commentary.
幹部かと思ったんですが、最初のゲームプレイした時に強いんだろうなって思ってたら、やっぱです。さっきまたドガス使われたのに使ってくるのはドガスです。もうちょっと強いやつした方が良かったんじゃないかな。気配が悪いよ。幹部さん、鳥であんなとこに置かないで。
Do you know that Ember is called Sparks in Japanese?
That's kind of confusing considering we have actual Spark later on.
It's Hinoko, which is Sparks.
I still like the X item names in Japanese. They're solid.
Oh yeah, you got Effect Guard. Oh yeah, he got the card key there, by the way. That's the real director. You got Effect Guard, which is the guard spec. You got
Speeda.
Ember. So Ember in Japanese is Hinoko, and the direct English translation of that is Sparks, which is confusing. Unless you mean what's the translation of Sparks from English to Japanese? I don't actually know. I just have the notes for the...
Let's Google it.
Oh no, I wouldn't trust Google Translate.
I'm gonna go to Bulbapedia or something. Spark in Japanese is apparently Spark. That's disappointing. Bit of a letdown in the end.
So you got Spark and Sparks. It's funny. Plus power. Special up. Oh yeah, X accuracy in Japanese hits well. Like the rare candy, mystery candy, as well as the potions. You got wound medicine, good wound medicine, and amazing wound medicine.
Hyper beam as well is oh no, I've forgotten it. It's like laser beam or something. I had that ready and then I forgot what it's actually called, so what'll let know.
Good job.
Destruction beam, that was it.
RTA In Japan 長くやってるじゃないですか。多く長く。最初、初代
We're almost done.
DW2 から始まって、第1回のオンライン、第1回オフラインが初代 DW2、第2回オンラインが、第1回オンラインがファイヤーレッド。第2回で、第2回のオフラインが金で、まあもう大会の準備言わないで、金、HGSS、ハイパー、ハイパー、その次なんだ。オンラインだから、ピカブイかな、ピカブイ、オメガルビー、DW、エンタテときていろいろあるじゃないですか。なぜかルビーサファイアエメラルドだけないんですよね。ありそうでないんですよ。なぜか今回クリスタルが、なんでクリスタル採用されたんだろうな、今回。ルビーサファイアエメラルドは、なんで採用されないかちょっとわかるんですよ。なぜなら難しいから。やってる人が。
Last fight.
やることがとても
You guys better come back. Sad.
なのでね、僕個人的にはですよ。個人的な話すると、ルビーサファー走るんだったら2時間切ってる人、エメラルド走るんだったら2時間半切ってる速いタイムの人がいいかなって思います。なので、ぜひルビーサファーエメラルドの新規募集してます。ぜひルビーサファーエメラルド走って2時間切って応募してください。なぜかルビーサファーエメラルドまだ採用されてないんだよね、RIJ で。で、毎回ポケモン枠って1個あります。そのポケモンは今年は僕です。ダメだってクリスタルなんてまずいんだから。僕は参加したらはい、これでロケット団最後です。無駄話してる間に終わっちゃいましたね。要はこの辺りレベル高いです。レベル高いってね、運ゲーです。何よりも運ゲーです。
This last fight. Now he's done
We
with
get to play the game.
Yeah, we get to play the game again. He's now done with the rocket section, so the rockets are gone, and you've defeated the evil team. And the director comes back and gives you, I believe that's the clear bell. I think it's the clear bell.
Yes, sure. I totally know. Sat here going, like I even have any clue. Pink bow.
Yeah, he's getting the pink bow right here. This is a item that buffs your normal type moves by 10%. It is a held item, so he's gonna give it to Entei. In Japanese, that's called a pink ribbon. I think it's quite comical to think of Entei just dressed up in a pink bow. You have this great, just legendary
Angry
face
lion.
of a this angry lion, and you just give it a pink bow. I think of it like as the tiniest pink bow in its hair. Although I'm surprised he didn't actually equip it on this menu. There's nothing wrong with Entei being pretty. I just think there's something quite comical about giving this, like, scary-looking lion a cute-looking pink bow.
You just went and bought a lot of X attacks.
Yep. Up there's the equipped for the pink bow. Entei can be pretty if it wants to be pretty.
一番引いちゃダメなやついたら。はい、でわかります。息吹ですね。息吹がちょっと強いです。なので、かけら買いなよって言われて、そう買えるのって言われて、って聞いたら。
This gym's quite trivial too. There's not really too much going on here. You're just fighting the trainers, which have like Dratini and Dragonair.
I love that they made a dragon gym in this gen that added one dragon type like, to the entire roster.
I think that's just Kingdra, right?
Yeah. There's still only 4 like total.
Yep. I mean,
We didn't do any better to Ghost either.
they made Lance a dragon type master, even though he has 6 flying type Pokemon. Quite funny. Seadra, that's a dragon type. It's close enough.
It evolves into a dragon type, sure.
It does. So here's a minor strength puzzle. You have to push these boulders into the lava so you can walk across. Yeah, water dragon. This is just Faulkner's cooler older brother. I like that. It's quite funny. Maybe Lance is actually Faulkner's dad this whole time.
When he means that these were my dad's Pokemon, it's because Lance decided that dragons were cooler than flying types and just palmed off all the boring flying types onto him.
True.
SRC にspeedrun.com に申請するときしか使わないです、そんな表現。2% グリッチですね。
Dratini looks real chunky in this gen.
I actually quite like its sprite in this
I
game.
like it, yeah, it's just chunky. I feel like they make it thinner in later ones.
Meanwhile, Dragonair is like snake. Oh no, I think it's cute.
結構皆さんあれですよね。海外に統一していろんな人英語使ってますよね。エニーパーツ簡単に言うととりあえず
stocky looking mon.
とりあえずクリアしておけ。
Why are all the gym leaders as well in Johto either like angsty kids or old, mean, balding men? Like you can put them into one. You can put them into one of 3 groups. That first one, the second one, or Morty, and that's it. Name one that doesn't fit.
Jasmine?
Angsty kid.
No way, Jasmine is not an angsty kid.
Yeah.
Whitney?
Definitely an angsty kid. She literally refuses to give you your badge because she's upset you beat her.
Bugsy?
Kind of an angsty. Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Jasmine, I don't think fits. Also, I don't think Chuck is really an angry man.
Chuck isn't angry. The dude throws a boulder. Literally throws a boulder. The man is angry.
That is Entei.
Doesn't realize that has really thrown some people off.
This is the 3rd one. I was like, I mean, like, I can understand though. I don't use Entei often, and I'm sure if I didn't know what this was, I probably would just go look at it and be like, "What is that? That's some kind of blob."
They called it Suicune for a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went in and re-nicknamed it Suicune.
まあ煙幕は良くないけど甘いかな。遅いけど負けないっていうのは大きいですね、正直。まあ最悪煙幕使っても突っ込めばいいんだしな。当てりゃいいんだ。当てりゃいいねん。
Japanese runners are funny. Like that.
あ、ニコ動でクリスタル 100% ありますね。
Well, he beat Claire, but Claire won't give him the badge, so
Because she's an
he's
angsty
got
kid.
to go- Yeah.
Angsty child.
あれ、皆さん見た方がいいです。
He's got to go to the Dragon's Den to prove that he is worthy of getting this badge.
ポケモンスタジアム金
You go to this place and the dude that's there is just like,
It's a
Claire,
sweet
stop
Japan.
being, stop being a douche and just give him the badge. Yeah.
何も関係ない。ただ見ただけです。このクリスタルと一緒にずっと
Gotta fight this trainer, though.
ゲームでポケモンスタジアム金銀っていうゲームがあって、では対戦ツールですね。対戦ツールに特化した対戦とゲームの間に特化したツールなんですけど、まあ素晴らしいツールです。はい、怪力ここでピンピン切れます。よくできてますね。この後回復が入るので。
Oh right, I almost forgot to say he's got flamethrower now.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
so out of it. He's got flamethrower. When he leveled up in the 51, he replaced it over Ember. Oh, he's picking up an item. Or no, he's not. I thought he was picking up an item. I got baited. Using Whirlpool heal. Here, not heal. Here, though.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just too
been a
early
long
for
run.
me. So I got up at 9:30
I keep telling you
a.m.
that's a very normal time for people to wake up.
I'm not a morning person, but I'm a fan of the Japanese RTA community and what they've done. So I do it for them. So here you gotta answer some questions about like how much you love your Pokemon, and then Claire's gonna come in and be like, I haven't even passed this yet. This old dude is gonna be like, give the trainer the badge. You angsty child. So now you got the Rising badge. You got all the badges in Johto. So now you can take on the league.
But wait, there's more.
Well, normally you'd get Dratini, but I'm actually not sure if he's gonna get Dratini here. I don't think so.
He doesn't really need it.
No, he doesn't. He's got Poliwag, so I'm surprised.
この BGM ね、ここでしか聞こえないんだよね。いぶきのこの BGM。いぶき専用 BGM。いぶきくれるようないぶき超寒いギャグ。シルスプはなんだっけ。
Nope.
そうか、海外で今もうリストリームしてくれてるの誰がやってるの
Using a super repel right there, using an escape rope. Well, normally you just use it to learn some HMs, but he's got a Poliwag that he caught earlier on. Probably for some safety in case he thought he needed to swap to, Totodile.
Yeah.
ごめんなさい。紙 BGM がここから聞けるはずなんですが聞けません。ここからね、すごい有名な紙 BGM。一番好きな BGM ですね、僕がね。一緒に聞きました。
So now he's just gonna make a slow surf to the league here. This guy's gonna be like, oh my god, you took your first step in Kanto. Insane.
Imagine if we posted people on the border of every country that did that. Oh my god, you took your first step in the UK.
Tojo Falls, by the way. Can't say I've ever taken a step in the UK, sorry. That's a spinner. I think that's a rotator, actually, but... Just move around. Ooh, I'm so
That's scary. There's a couple of nasty spinners right before the Victory Road here, isn't there?
Yeah. He's gonna take the heal house here. This is the heal house. And then he's gotta pass Joyce.
Joyce.
Yeah, I remember some of the spinners' name. I don't remember all of them, but I remember some of them. This one's Joyce.
Ooh.
Ooh, not a good place for spinner. Yeah.
で、ここでまたシルバースプレー使
うん
って避けていきます。
He meant to menu. He just got to use her super repel. You just avoid that trader. Can't see that far. Avoid that one too.
少ないんですよね。で、はい、戦います。
It's the only trainer you have to fight.
This is anything he has.
And then you fight one more in Victory Road, and that's just your rival because Victory Road is sad and small in Gen 2.
今の RT っぽいでしょ。そういうとこね、ちゃんと練習したのだから。ちゃんと練習
They made it larger in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but in Gen 2 it's just like 4 or
Really
5
short.
rooms.
Yeah.
And they're all like really small.
I don't mind that in some gens. I don't always want a crazy long victory road sometimes.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Some of them get a bit silly. Gen Falls is a bit long, if I remember rightly.
Yes, that one's quite long. I like Gen 5s. At least Black and White 1s. Black
I
and White
like
2s.
them both, yeah.
Black and White 2 I don't really care for, but Black and White 1 I thought was cool with the sliding down stuff. But this is just like
That's it. You're done.
That's Victory Road.
はい、これだけ戦略的ね。これではシンギングクリスタルは異常にチャンピオンロードが短いです。全くもなんもありません。まあ多分そろそろ容量の限界来ちゃったんじゃないのかな、ゲームとしての。よく頑張って。
Gen 3's victory road is quite good, yeah. It's a bit sprawling. It's quite easy to get lost.
十分です。もうこれ以上いらん。これ以上はもう求めません、僕はこのゲームに。アイアンテル外さないで。集ませるってやつだし。
I feel like Gen 4's was easier to get lost in, because if you accidentally jump down the ledge, you are screwed.
I agree. I think Gen Falls is almost bad.
You got confused, by the way.
You missed 2 Iron Tails, very nice.
まだゴルバット、このゲームゴルバットしか出てきません。ごめんなさい。ゴルバットしか出てきません。
75% accurate, by the way.
クロバットに進化するんですよ、いずれこのライバル君。かわいいですね。かわいい。夜なんかすごい少ないって聞いた。すごい少ないって聞いたけど、よく知らない。ゲームボーイカラーの時点でこんなにすごいのができるとは思いませんからね、それはね。火炎譜について。絵も綺麗だし、BGM もいい。ゲームとしては本当に素晴らしい。絵も綺麗だし、ポケモン動くの。すごい。
I forgot this guy had a Kadabra.
あ、じゃあライバル君友達がいないようで、進化しません。かわいそうですね。ユンゲラーとゴースは進化しません。ね、これネタなんですけど、なんだっけ、初代赤青緑でゴローニャって。
I got some bad news for him. He's got to make a friend to trade that. And trade it back.
You gotta have some friends, bro.
He's got to make a friend in order to fully evolve it. So.
あと修行すると頑張るぞと言ってますが、はい。お月見山に行けば会えるんですけど、お月見山に行かないからな、このゲーム。はい、ポケモンリーグです。さすがにちょっと回復薬を買います。エンテ強いけど、もう限界が来てます。もうスペック的に限界です。
Full restores. And that pretty much does him healing items till the end of the game.
Yep, he won't be getting any more items. I'm actually quite surprised he didn't get hypers, but it's fine.
I love how this looks like they didn't update the room between Lorelei leaving, because it's still ice.
はい、プラッパかな。プラッパ積んで帰り切っていきます。プラッパどこん。
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they did do that, by the way.
So the level curve is now catching up to this Entei, so we are having to use some X items. These Elite Four guys double up on Pokemon a lot. 2 Zartus here. Lance is going to be the worst. The worst one for that.
Not like there's many psychic types yet in this game, so...
Gen 1 has a lot of psychic types. Like, they could have swapped Zartu for a Hypno. Right.
True, I did actually forget about that, but Hypno sucks and I hate it.
Kadabra, like, there's lots of ones they could have done. It's a bit weird to double up on that, but then I guess it's the Zartu's the new one. Probably not a lot of, because they had to really nerf Psychic in this gen because it was ridiculous in Gen 1.
Got Koga here. Koga became an Elite Four after the events of Gen 1.
So the moveset, Flamethrower, Iron Tail, Strength, and Stomp? Yeah.
Yep. The order is Stomp's at the top, Flamethrower's in the second slot, Iron Tail's in third slot, and Strength's in the last slot.
It's weird as well, Koga's like the poison type guy, but he's got an almost bug type team here.
Fortress is not a poison type.
Nope. Why is it not using Flamethrower on it?
I don't know. I'll be real.
Surely there's no way it stands up to that.
No.
Crobat's Gen 2 sprite, not very good. Sorry.
I like it.
His math just looks strange.
Now we're through that.
Bruno's the only one that held out. Although why they filled his room with lava, I have no idea.
Where they got it from. Where do you think they got the lava from? And how did they transport it? Like Minecraft, you put it in a bucket and then you throw it in there. Bruno has actual fighting types. He's using Dig. Actually, orange soda? Oh, that sounds delicious right now.
So it's not real lava, it's just a fantasy.
Imagine if that was the case. It'd be so funny.
Why did they give Bruno Onyxes again?
Been having a fighting types apparently.
They have loads. They have so many fighting types.
Well, they got Machamp, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee,
Hitmontop.
Hitmontop.
Surely there's more than that. We've not run out. And Primeape?
Oh yeah, it's Primeape. Forgot about Primeape.
Polyrath, although I suppose that's Chuck's specialty one.
Yeah, but so is Primeape. Primeape was on Chuck as well.
Yeah, but Polyrath's the one he's known. It's like his not signature Pokemon, but it's like his big
His
one,
ace.
isn't it? Yeah, that's the word.
I don't know then.
Sort it out, Game Freak.
No. Fire and fighting. Just give him an Infernape. That'd make it that the only fire type he has. Oh yeah, there's Heracross. I actually did forget about Heracross. This is Karen.
Best Elite Four member.
Yeah, unlike the name implies, she's actually probably one of the best Elite Four members. She's a Dark type Elite Four, so she's got Dark type Pokemon. Umbreon is very tanky.
I don't remember a team at all.
Oh, right. I think you actually do want lower HP here to bait out certain moves. Against Umbreon.
Heracross is bug fighting.
Yes.
You're technically not wrong, but completely wrong.
It is bug type, but it is also fighting.
Wow.
Uh-oh,
Shades of that rival fight.
Probably gonna use a full restore here. Yep.
That was Curse? Probably not great.
Good way to go about it. Attacking bugs with fire.
I like bugs. And I hate you people. Shoutouts to
Yeah,
Houndour.
well, I'm sorry for you.
Shoutouts
There's
to
only
Houndour,
one
which
bug
is
type champion.
No. Ooh. We don't talk
No,
about it.
I will argue with you about this later.
Yeah, it's a shame about Houndour, how they like added a really cool Pokemon in this and then made it like Kanto only. For some reason, so you can't get it until like end game.
So we're gonna fight Lance, the dragon champion, even though his entire
Flying
team
type
has flying type
specialist.
mobs. Those are Gen 3. Here comes Per Alligator again. No, keep it there!
Yeah, Gyarados lead must be only 2 shots it though. That's not too bad. What move did it use? I have no clue what move it could have used that didn't do anything.
Could have missed Hyper Beam.
Possibly, yeah. You'd have thought it would have gone for a water type move. Yeah.
Could have missed Hydro Pump.
Also true.
Ooh. That's paralysis. I believe it used Thunder Wave, so. Oh no.
I did not do that much damage.
No, that's Thunder Wave.
No, the on the Dragonite.
Yeah. Might be hoping for chip damage. There we go, yeah. Probably because he used Flamethrower over Strength. But now he should be able to sweep through, because I'm pretty sure he used some X attacks there. So,
Yeah.
his attack is really high now. Flying type specialist, by the way. It's because Game Freak refused to give these flying types dragon typing.
It's almost like taunting you. Like, here's all the dragon types that you could have had.
And that should be Johto done.
Do they sit through the credits? And
Nope, because here's the nice thing. The game saves before the Pokemon even scroll onto the screen, so you can soft reset immediately.
very nice. I remember there was some debate about that going back a few years ago.
Oh, that is strange. No. Lance, the flying type specialist, because he's got a full team of flying types. Yes, it was one-shot strength, like just using strength, because Rinchan had used some X attacks to up his attack. So, strength is a physical move. It uses your attack stat.
The physical special types in pre-Gen 4 are really easy to remember because special types are all of the evolutions and Dragon. And all the physicals is everything else. Which would lead us to suggest that Fairy would have been a special type, had it have existed prior to the split.
Can't wait until they introduce the Steel type evolution. So here you're getting the SS ticket from Professor Elm here to go on to the, not the SS Sand, it's the SS Aqua. And the SS Aqua has one of the best themes in the game. It is a special move. It is.
I still like, Shadow Ball that lowers special defense, but it's a physical move.
Oh yeah, no, that one's weird. Crunch at least lowers special defense. Here this guy's gonna be like, I lost my kid. Should have taken better care of the kid.
She's mine now, Jim.
No. The sailor won't let you pass until you go find his bloke who's lazing about.
Bloke. Sounds really unnatural when you say like British terms are. I'm gonna go find this bloke. Sorry, I'm being mean.
You're good. So you gotta go find this sailor who's lazing about. He's like, oh, I'm not lazing about, I'm just taking a break. And then you just beat him up. You can actually lose to this fight, fun fact, and it'll be fine. Like, it'll still progress.
So there's weird level scaling options in Kanto as well.
You can go... I guess you do get a free PP heal if you die to the fight. Probably wouldn't recommend it though. You can go to the bed though. She might.
Not really used much at this point.
No. I think he's good. So the little girl's like basically harassing this poor captain. The Captain Sprite looks so unamused. She's just like, I want you to play with me. And then instead you play with her.
He's using an Entei.
Getting a metal coat there.
Super necessary item.
Yeah, very, very. I noted it down in those notes. It's so necessary. No use for it, unfortunately.
Get a Caesar.
You need to have a friend for that.
Well, I'm out.
Okay.
The best bug type until you hit Gen 5. Because it's like the only good bug type.
Heracross.
No.
Oh.
Heracross is literally a dung beetle.
I thought it was like a Hercules beetle.
I don't care. I
Horn
hate
beetle.
it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hate Remove.
We're in Kanto now, by the way. He's gonna fight Erica first. So a lot of this is pretty much similar. There's not really much that's gonna change here. He's just gonna go through these gyms in whichever order he feels like. Gonna fight them, get the badge, get out of there, and there's not really much that's changing in between here, like, moveset isn't changing, none of the strats are changing, he's not really getting any new items, so... Oh yeah, there's also Pinsir. Forgot about Pinsir.
Pinsir's not very good until he gets mega though. As much as I like my boy.
Guzma had one.
This is not helping. Yeah, there's like no real difficult fights here until Blue.
Yeah, Blue is quite difficult because he matches your level. But as long as you just use X items, you're fine. So this is a grass type gym. All you have to really do is spam flamethrower. To fight at least 3 trainers here.
They had to go pretty low-key with a lot of the gyms in Kanto, including just burning Blaines to the ground and giving him a cave.
I think my favorite change is that Surge no longer has random cans. And then they brought it back in Heart Gold Soul Silver and I'm sad.
Entei is the Pokemon they are using.
Yeah, some of the Gen 2 sprites from behind look a little weird.
Feels very lion-like from behind.
He looks fluffy. Spaghetti monster. Oh, it's a lot of stickers on the back. Of the SP.
I
like
didn't
showed
see
it on stream again. Here comes for alligator. Oh no! No! Vanente who needs a gator. So now I believe he's gonna fight Sabrina next.
Yeah, there's only really one side quest to do before basically all the gyms are unlocked here, and it's
Power plant.
Yeah.
And he
The
has
generator.
he has to. Oh no! Wait, no. He's gonna go to Misty first. He's gotta pass the spinner here twice. I forget what her name is. I know this was like one of the spinners that was hitting world record for the longest time. The English version.
Who's the most forgettable Pokemon from the first 2 gens? Hoot Hoot.
No, I would remember Hoot Hoot.
Remoraid.
Yeah, I do think Remoraid's quite forgettable. I want to say Slugma and Macargo just because I keep thinking they're Gen 3.
I always think they're Gen 3, yeah. But they're not forgettable Pokemon. It's just weird that they are Gen 2.
I forget that they're in Gen 2. That's my main thing. Quillfish,
not Quillfish, no. Yeah, I remember Quillfish. Only Gen 1 ones? Like something like Psyduck, Tentacle.
No.
Poliwag.
My sister would kill you.
Dunsparce is not forgettable, neither is Corsola. Ledian hurts me physically that you would say that.
Well, he's not wrong.
I hate you. I like Ledian. It's the one of the worst Pokemon ever. But I like it. Stats wise, it's just awful though. There's nothing redeeming about Ledian. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think Sunkern's memorable though because it has the lowest.
Yeah, but I still
stat
forget
total.
it. I still forget it. Like I forgot it existed. I was trying to think of stuff that was bad. I'm like, what is some forgettable Pokemon? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about Sunkern. Nah, I remember Tyrogue.
Tyrogue's not a bad shout. I actually would forget that. Pokemon that go Uno, Dos, Tres. Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. Ooh. Absolutely not. They're legendaries. Not a chance.
Sunkern is your fave? I'm so sorry.
This is the fun thing about Pokemon is that every Pokemon is someone's favourite.
That's true.
Swaddle is like a super forgettable Pokemon to 99% of people, but it's my favourite.
Eevee's my favorite. People forget it all the time.
I feel like people remember Eevee. I feel like that's a stretch. Really? That's the hill that you're going to try and die on here? You haven't seen a Pansage fan. Sko is kind of a fan of Pansage. He's got a Pansage emote, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he likes the monkeys okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his favourite. No. Pansage is Gen 5, yeah.
Oh, we're fighting Nugget Bridge equivalent trainers, by the way.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about gibberish right now, because there's just 6 trainers to bop through that don't. Blossom and her counterpart Coral thingy. Counterpart to Blossom's Vileplume.
Yep.
Yeah, Remoraid's pretty forgettable, but then Octillery's great. It's just weird that Remoraid evolves into it.
I think the beta sprites for Remoraid and Octillery are quite interesting.
I've probably seen them, but I don't remember them.
They made Remoraid look like a gun, and Octillery look like a artillery tank.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense. Bishop is not particularly forgettable. I think a lot of people like that.
Bishop's good. If you're going all gens, it'd probably be Finneon. Finneon's quite forgettable.
People remember Finneon because it's forgettable, though. I tell you what is forgettable is the whole Burmy line.
That is quite forgettable, I won't lie. Just as a joke. I don't know if it was a donation sensitive or they just thought it was funny to name it Suicune.
Remoraid attacks with a gun.
I feel like Yanma is pretty forgettable.
Boo. Terrible opinion. Get off the mic.
It's only because it's a bug type.
Yeah, Yanma's great. Tinted lens? Brilliant. Pokemon with the paintbrush for a tail? Smeargle? Nah.
Oh, Smeargle?
Nah, it's not forgettable. Pretty unique design, really. It's kind of a shame it's a normal type, but I don't know what else type you would make it.
Make it like Kecleon.
Hmm.
こともないですね。この辺弱い敵は踏みつけ、ちょっと強い敵は怪物か火炎放射で終わりです。簡単です。
Yes, the shiny Suicune. No, Kecleon is not forgettable. I would say Tropius is forgettable, except speedrun makes it not forgettable.
I think it's very it's a really weird design. I wouldn't say it's that forgettable anyway. Yeah, maybe I'm Gen 3 biased. So. There are some forgettable Gen 3 Pokemon though. Stuff like Baltoy.
No, I remember that one. There's like a specific thing I learned about it, I think last year that I thought was really cool. That I had no idea about. Also, this is technically supposed to be a double battle, but because double battles didn't exist in Gen 2, you just fight them one after another.
There's the same in Chuck's gym, isn't there?
Yes. 2 more trainers.
あと30分ぐらいかな。あと30分ぐらいですね。30分ぐらい、多分本当に特にぐだりはなくは言い過ぎだけど、そんなしんどい戦闘もないんだ、ここから。なんだっけ、関東のなんだ、ジムリーダーは多分10個上がりましたね、リメイクでね。47とか。チャリティーイベントですからね、本当びっくりした。スイ君って名前、すごいご支援いただいてありがとうございます。ちゃんとスイ君って呼んであげなきゃね。ご支援いただいてるんだから。ごめんなさい、あくびしちゃダメ。まずかった。すいません。
Parasite is forgettable.
I'm surprised you would even say that red bug type.
I don't really care for the Paras line, but it is forgettable. There's some forgettable bug types.
Like Yanma.
No.
I feel like Pinsir's quite forgettable.
It would have been if they didn't give it a Mega, but I think Mega Pinsir is amazing. Chingling is forgettable, that's a good one. I forget that.
I do actually forget about Chingling. I was about to say, like, oh, but I remember Chimecho, but that's Chimecho.
Yeah. I don't know why they felt the need to give Chimecho a pre-evolution. Like, what? Really?
And it'll fly back because it's faster. I think Misty will live. I'm a girl. I can say so.
You speak for all women?
Yeah, obviously. I think she'll be fine. She made the choice to become a gym leader and then decide to have a date like 2 feet away from her gym.
She also kind of dodged a bullet, because if that's all it takes to scare that dude off, then...
It's true. It's true. Okay, Dunsparce has Serene Grace. Well, ooh, I think it hit like a Hydro Pump there. So, water type gym, you can actually surf across, or surf in the gym, and avoid all those trainers, by the way. It's quite nice. He's going to need to pick up the machine part that's in here, though, that the rocket hit. It should just be in the water. Yes, you can fish here, too. Or not in the statue. I don't know about the statue, but you can fish in here.
You can fish in the statue in Gen 1, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I think you can fish in Lorelei's statues as well in Gen 1. It's weird. It's not all of them, it's just certain ones. They, for some reason, programmed water into it.
Just copy pasted it.
From what, though? Where else are the statues in the water?
Well, it probably started from Misty's gym, and then they copy pasted the statue in a couple of other gyms.
Yeah.
At least that's how I would assume that's what happens. So, oh, he did not mean to get off there. He's gonna grab this machine part that's right here. It's hidden in the water. Because he's got to go restore the electricity, otherwise he cannot get to the other section of Kanto. This will allow him to get the XPN card that's in Lavender Town, so that he can use it to play the Poke-Flute for Snorlax.
This was another bit I got stuck on as a kid. I didn't understand this, the whole side quest.
Oh. Good pass. I believe that's the last spinner.
Is there not one in a gym? Sabrina's gym?
No.
No?
Okay. No. There's spinners in Sabrina's gym, but they can't see you if you walk one tile to the left. So you're good. I believe that's the last spinner that he had to dodge. I don't think there's any more. But there we go, dropped off the machine part. Now he can go back to Saffron City, fight Sabrina. At least I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. I could be wrong. He could just go to the right. He might just go to the right. Nope, he's gonna go fight Sabrina. So he's gonna go fight Sabrina. Sabrina's gym is quite easy. Oh, that is a spinner, never mind.
Yeah.
I did lie.
Yeah, I knew something.
Spinner. Because those spinners can't see you. Here's something but barely.
All the trainer sprites lost the whips in this game.
Yeah.
Gen 1, everybody got a whip.
They brought it back in Let's Go, though. It was quite funny. Well, the trainer's a whip. I guess the tamers. You're quite an easy gym here. Again, you're just like 10 levels above everything.
And also physical attacks on psychic Pokemon.
Yeah, psychic Pokemon tend to have more special defense. Usually if a Pokemon is a special attacker, they usually have more special defense. And if it's a physical attacker, they usually have more physical defense. Sometimes that's not the case, but in most cases it is.
This is also the gem where they split special attack and special defense, so that special Pokemon weren't insanely overpowered.
Yep.
So now Alakazam is a bit
Flareon
frail.
Sucks now. Yeah, Alakazam's frail. Oh, there is one more spinner.
This is the last spinner,
guy.
except for the other one, and the other one.
He's gotta pass it like 3 times.
Wow. Yes, Rinchan will be fighting Red. That is where the run ends.
Okay, I think that's actually the last spinner.
I think so, yeah.
I can't think of any more. I don't think there's not one in Surge's gym. There's not one in Diglett's Cave. There's not one on Route 2. There's not one on Route 1. I don't think there's one in the water. I think that's the last spinner. Is there actually one in the water? Oh no. I know there's spinners in the water, I just didn't think that you would be passing by one. It could be.
There might
I
be
think I know
one
which
just
it
as you
is.
get to the island.
Yeah.
I think it has a Bidoof in Gen 4.
No. It's not a spinner.
Oh, is that a Force Train?
That is a Force Trainer, yeah. So it's the only trainer you fight that has a Gen 4 Pokemon in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Quite funny.
1GSS のあれはダメです。めっちゃ終盤にはこの運ゲあるからね。やばいよあれ。晴れてきた。なかなってる。帰り。そうか、ピカサもいたね。ごめんね。いたよ。
The Pikachu he showed on the screen. Again.
マティスです。なんか嫌われてんな。マティスを許すなって言われてるよ。このゲームのマティスはそんな強くないです。ファイアレッドリーフグリーンのマティスはやべえです。やべえ。影分身してるライジュにメガトンキック当てますからね。あれ RIJ の赤い海でわかんのかな、糸高さんが走ってたやつ。あれ見てください。影分身してるライチにメガトンキックをぶち当てます。びっくりですね、そんな。
Yeah, not much to say here. Although this gym does not have cans, as I said. So in the remix, this gym has random cans that you have to deal with, 2 random switches. Luckily in this one, they didn't put that in there, because it's quite annoying.
They were running out of space on the cartridge at this point.
Probably, yeah. They just stuck the cans in there and that's it. And it's actually quite nice. You just have to fight one trainer.
I think is that the third or the fourth? Erica, Misty, Surge, Sabrina. So that's the fourth one.
Yep. So
Halfway through.
we got 4 more. You got Brock, Blaine, Janine, and Blue. Electric Gym did not pay the electric bill, so they shut off all the electricity. Looks like he's tossing some items here. Probably ran out of bag space, because you actually do have limited bag space in this game. And that's quite annoying. Or could just be organizing. So playing the Pokegear here. Wake up the Snorlax. And then you're just gonna run away from the Snorlax. Oh my word, it's shiny! No. Gotta wake people up.
It's the last shiny that you can see, isn't it?
Yes, that is the last Pokemon that you can encounter as a shiny unless you don't use a repel. Okay, here's a spinner. Here's oh, that's a rotator.
That's a rotator, yeah. We got Frog Knight. They alt-tabbed for a lie.
I'm so sorry.
Other than they didn't change Brock's gym at all, but they moved one guy. They moved the one guy up a bit.
It also says that you're 1,000 light years away. I feel bad lying now about that not shiny. I'm so sorry. Just gotta keep you on your toes, but...
Should have been paying attention, yeah. Should have been watching.
Sandslash is in fact a rock type, just like in Fire Red Leaf Green, where Sandshrew is a rock type too. I feel like Sandshrew is cuter.
Sandslash was my favourite Gen 1 Pokemon, so I have to agree.
Sandslash is cool. I wouldn't call it cute, but I think Sandshrew is cute.
You think Yanma's forgettable? I don't care. Opinion discarded.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see how it is.
だけだろっていうふうに疑われてるんじゃないかって思いながらやってましたね。あれは泣きそうだった。
Next, I'll just say the Ninkata line is super forgettable.
Kind of is. I won't disagree with you on that one. If it wasn't for the Shedinja gimmick, but then Shedinja's not a very good design.
Shedinja's okay. I think the idea of it is really cool. Cicada.
And once you pass the
shell
gimmick,
left
though, it's a
behind.
bit boring, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, but I thought the whole idea of it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
初代2世代のヨクアタールは絶対に当たります。本来は確か70、今の仕様かな。メイチリティ1段階上げるだけだと。
Yeah, it's used quite a bit in Gen 3. Sentry is very cute.
でもなんか2世代だと絶対に当たりよ。
Getting quite trivial fights here. Really not much going on. You're just beating up all the rest of the gym leaders. Like, you're taking the full sweep through. This game has, like, Kanto section of this game has really, like, sick music. I can't really hear it too much, though, which is a shame, because the music is a bop. But I love the gym leader theme as well as the wild encounter theme. So here we should see Rinchan pick up Max Ether right there. She's called PP Recover. Got PP Aid and PP Recover. It's not confusing. Not too much left to go though. Making his way down through Route 1.
Making his way downtown.
And surfing here, and then he's just gonna surf all the way to Blaine's gym. As well as Janine's gym, because Janine's gym is quite close. You just save it for later, because it's very slow to go through Cycling Road. It's like right next door to Blaine, so... But first you gotta talk to Blue here, because if you don't, he won't go back to his gym. Unlike in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where you have to beat all the other gym leaders first before talking to him, but no, he'll go back immediately when you talk to him here. He'll just like fly away. You'll see here.
I must go. My people need me.
I just think there's something so comical about that, because he walks away on the island in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but in this one he just like teleports away.
とかしてね、なかなかにひどい改変ですよね。容量ないからってそこまですんねんって思いますよね。でも桂おじさんは、ハゲてるだけあって普通の精子を持っていて、隣の双子島に事務員を立てます。これだけです。今誰もいませんね。これよく見ておいてください。
It's Blaine's cave.
ちなみに容量がモリモリになって HDS ですけども、噴火はそのまま。まあでもちゃんとなんかね、BGM がいいんだよね、HDS のあれな。悲しい BGM になってるんだ。桂ママ運ゲです。うるさいな、怖いな、怖いよ、髪の話してるって。
Hey, look, it's a Macago. The most forgettable Gen 2 Pokemon.
It's true.
ヤンテル打ちます。回復打つか。回復打ちますか。広くないじゃないしな。ヤンテルの怪力会議で終わりです。コーヒーも容量不足って言うけど、あれだ、容量モリモリの HGS でスパークするから。あれいいよな、なんだ、帽子外した時のピッて光るやつ。ね。イバルなんか思い出せません。危ない。よくあるやつだよ。よくあるやつ、これ俺だけだよね、これミスするのが。画面見ないで A 連打してると、ああいう時また忘れさせちゃうんで、マジで気をつけましょうね。マジで気をつけましょうね。何回かやらかしてますもん。エンティでやったことないけど。まあ、画面見ないで A 連打するのがそもそも間違いです。画面を見ましょう。これはイバルにあるよ。スムーはしないけど、マジで。
Never remember its name.
Pokemon doesn't exist. No, why, Shreddingly? Why have you done this?
ここだけ前から変わってるんですね、ジムリーダーが。今日の息子アンズちゃんになってます。今日がジムリーダーから四天王に。
I love that these are all spinners, but none of them actually see you. はい、アンズちゃん、子供っていう設定のせいなのか、レベルが異常に低いです。ジムリーダーなのにレベルが30代です。なので、火炎放射で決定します。てか、そうですね。あと、まず RTA だと、こうやって来るのが一番早いんですよ。サイクリングロードとか通らないで、下から行くのが一番早いんですね。効率的に。移動効率的にね。意外ですよ。
So, Janine here. Actually, one of the lowest level Kanto gym leaders, by the way. Just like mid-30s. Her gimmick is that you're supposed to figure out which one's the real Janine in the gym, but it's always fixed, so we always know which one it is, which is good. Otherwise, we'd be wasting a bunch of time.
That'd be really garbage if it was random every time. Holy hell.
You can do that at Kian Randomizer.
Gross.
It's a setting. It's horrible. All the other Janines that are shown in the gym are actually fake, and they don't look like the trainers that they are until after you defeat Janine, in which case they deactivate. Yeah, Janine took over Koga's gym. She's like the daughter, I think, of him.
So there's only blue and red to go. 2 fights left. But they are probably the hardest fights, at least in the last 3/4 of the game.
Yep. So we got Lego Gym here. Quite different in Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's a similar to Tate and Liza's gym in Gen 3, actually, where you got the arrows, tiles, yeah, or a rocket hideout. But in this game, it's just straightforward. You just go fight them. But it is the last gym before you go fight Red.
And this is where the levels kick up again.
Yep. So this fight is just a little bit difficult. Not too difficult, because all you gotta do is just set up some X items. But it is a little scary. Yes, you do Kanto. Well, you don't. It's not Kanto E4. It's just the Pokemon League. Pokemon League for Kanto and Johto is shared. It is still the Indigo League, but the E4 has changed in this game compared to the original.
There's no difference. There's like no round 2 Elite Four, so he's already beaten it before coming to Kanto.
Yep. So they just changed a couple of trainers in there, mainly. I think the only one that's still the same is just Bruno, but the other ones are different. Yep. Blue's team is quite scary, by the way, because his team has no shared typing. It's pretty much supposed to be like the same difficulty of when, like in the originals, where you got like varied typings and stuff like that. Quite a good team.
It's very similar to his champion team, isn't it, from the original games?
Yes, although it's missing the starter.
Yeah, they wouldn't really be able to fill that in, would they? And it would all be Gen 1 Pokemon, which would be a little bit boring. Although, is there a Gen 2 Pokemon? What's the 6th? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Pretty
'Cause
sure
he's
it's all
got-
Gen 1.
Pidgeot, Gyarados, Arcanine, Executor, Rhydon.
Yeah.
What's the 6th?
これで12バッジを全部16個手に入れたので、まあこれで終わりかと思ったけどまだ終わり
Yeah.
ラスボスが
Alakazam, yeah.
Yeah. It's all Gen 1?
Damn.
RTA で威嚇ってもう本当にもうマジもう
It's true. Bagel's right. Yeah, Blastoise probably would have been a good fit. But I guess for people who picked Squirtle, probably wouldn't fit that much, huh?
Totally.
Oh, I guess if you picked the Totodile starter. Sure.
Yeah, they could have done, because your rival picks the one that's always super effective against you. They could have done Blue always gets the one that's not very effective against you. But then also it would double up with the Red's team because he gets all three. So
It's true. I think I prefer how it is right now, where Red gets all three of them.
yeah, his team's a bit jank though. Why does he have an Espeon?
It's not in the remakes.
Does he have in the remake?
He's got Pikachu, Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur, Lapras, and Snorlax.
Okay, that maybe makes a bit more sense. Although it is a bit Gen 1. Again. Should have given him a Tyranitar.
That would have been sick. Oh, trying to get through here.
Gotta do Mount Silver in the dark.
Yeah, so it's too like getting Flash is really really slow. Like I think it's like a 6-minute detour or something. So you just gotta do it without it. It's actually quite easy if you know what you're doing, which Rinchan does. I read that as Silver Go T-Tar. Like the Hexcoper emote. I've read too many jokey comments this week, basically. I'm sure I got through that quite easily. Nah, Pipitar I wouldn't say is that forgettable.
His turn frame's looking like Gen 5 out here.
Gen 4 is
No,
the
it's
one
the
with
other way
turn
around. No, I went Gen 3 actually. I was thinking about the bike and then I just remembered the missing the entrance thing in Gen 5.
So, what you're hoping for here, by the way, is you want a lot of charms. Rinchan is going to set up an effect guard so that he doesn't get an attack drop from this charm. But he does want charm. He doesn't want thunder. Thunder hurts. I like that. So that was charm, I think. Actually, no, maybe it was. No, it's thunder there. Thunder is 70% accurate and has a 30% chance of paralyzing you, and it hurts. So you really want charm here. It's like a 75% chance each time. If you are in kill range of thunder, that was thunder, I think. If you are in kill range of thunder, he will use thunder though, so then you have to heal. Oh, maybe it's just charm.
It's either that or he's missing a lot.
Nah, I think it's just using charm. Oh. Looks like that's GG. Yeah, Gator gets pretty messed up by this Pikachu. Because if you get hit by thunder, you get put in a heal loop. Luckily, Crystal doesn't have this problem because using Entei or Raikou, just one of the legendary beasts. As long as you're not using a water type, you're pretty much safe because you won't die to just 2 thunders. For Alligator, like, if you get hit by a thunder, you are screwed because he'll keep using thunder until either he misses or you run out of, or he runs out of thunders, or you run out of healing items. One of those happens. You really want it to miss if he does that, and then he'll go back to using charm.
I think he stomped turn 1 there and got flinch, which is really nice.
Ooh.
この後エンディングがあるんですが、エンディングが終わった後にのエンドの表示でタイマーストップ。
It's more like
Snorlax
quite
HP bar.
chunky. It's quite chunky.
Just gonna go for a nap back in a bit.
There's only like a few minutes left.
早送りしちゃうんですぐ終わっちゃうのでお願いいたします。はい、もうあとは踏みつけて終わりです。フリンチしてくれると嬉しい。フリンチ。エンディングいいんですよ。いいんですけど、キンキン
No flinch this time.
RP 中にエンディングを全く聞けませんので、自分で通常プレイしてください。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。待ってエンディング流れるんですが、B で早送りできるのでカットします。ごめんなさい。これだって聞きたいよ。
Last Pokemon off the run.
Yep. Probably finished off with flamethrower. Nope,
He's-
stomp.
His eggs attacked out of his mind. It's probably faster.
はい、踏みつけでいい。これでエンディング流れますが、一瞬で終わっちゃいます。
Good run.
ごめんなさい。
Very nice.
エンディングの表示後のエンディング終了後のエンドでタイマーストップになります。
That is the end of the run. Quite a good time. 324 is definitely not bad.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a little bit later, so Japanese runners will finish timing when the end shows after the
Yeah.
credits roll. But it's
Still
still going
not
to be
bad.
well under
Oh
estimate.
yeah, you can also like do that with the credits. I forgot.
Oh, it's still going to be 324 then. Yeah.
あとのプクリンでもうそろそろ終了。
Maybe, maybe.
It is Entei.
タイマースト
Or
ップ
was Entei?
はい、これでポケット
The
There
end.
we go.
Very nice.
Very nice time.
I think with that, that is us done as well. Thank you for having me on commentary, Swift. And
What?
speaking-
I'm not the one who invited you.
Well, I just showed up. Here I am.
Thank you, SpeedGaming, for having us on commentaries. It was quite fun to
Yeah.
commentate this run.
Thanks to everybody that watched. I think up next is Final Fantasy III 3D Remake. And
Yes.
we'll be swapping out your commentator for that's going to be Phoenix Down. So yeah, I think we'll head out. Thanks all for watching. And
See
thanks
ya.
for joining me, Swift.
No problem. Thank you for joining me too.